morning, while the city sleeps, an uncommon band of heroes unites to fight the forces of evil.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
With Op.
I want to be known as notorious.
No.
Ack.
Everyone is always in my way.
Oh, you really are deluded.
And B-Cup.
Kind of fat-breasted and awful.
And surrounded by dullards.
Ben looks like poorly spliced film.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Whenever Steve yawns, it looks like the back of the Batmobile and it accelerates.
Pocketosis.
Eric, you're not going to cry.
Shut up.
And armed with superhuman powers.
He pulls his pants down and just starts leaking into someone's garbage can.
That's rule one.
How about if he gives you the old chin tap with his helmet?
It's all right with me.
They are living among us, average citizens, average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
Controversial talkers Opie and Anthony.
We are just dicks.
You better just sit back and watch.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road. Hello, fuckface.
Get the fuckface. Stop calling me that.
I seen the cop knocking the truck window out, and I thought they was giving the man UPS. I thought the man was dead. That's the way it was.
Okay, terrific.
That's an attention getter.
You got that right. And that's how we start today. Good morning. It's the Opie and Anthony program on XM.
Good morning, Mr.
Satellite
Breakfast.
Radio. You're listening to the pioneers of satellite radio.
Ooh, that's right, Robin.
Tell them, Fred.
I won't wear a yarmulke.
What is that about?
I don't know, something in the paper today. The little celebrity gossip section.
Yeah.
Apparently he was out in the Hamptons watching a friend convert to Judaism. And some guy walked up to him in the temple and offered him a yarmulke, and how he refused it. It's going to ruin my hair, Robin.
Ruin his hair weave. and his extensions and stuff. Holy crap, look at all the hot women around here. My God. Wow, 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 wow. That's why we call it wow.
Why is all that stuff against the window so we can't see anything anymore?
Well, we're blocking that one.
Yeah.
It's always one that has to wreck the party. Jesus. Go home.
The party.
Go home.
Please leave. Don't you have homes?
Anyway, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, it is.
And today we're going to focus on Whip 'em Out Wednesday, finally.
Very exciting day here at the station, and soon on the highways, and then in Philly.
Yeah.
We got a lot of motorcycles out there. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Bravo.
Look at that.
Bravo.
We got actual girls, and they're actually in... Jesus.
Wow. Look at that ass.
They're in little... What do you call that? It's not a bikini. It's
like boy shorts, kind of?
No, those are like hot pants.
Oh, hot pants.
Boys wear those.
Hot pants, but...
So those aren't. Those are like...
They're smaller than usual, but they're the hot pants style.
They're smaller than, like, briefs.
Oh, my God.
Very small. Whoa. And it says sports sexy on the back. And then they got, like, some kind of bra top thing.
See, they should be wearing the juicy wear.
Juicy.
But it's always some fat pig that has to wear the juicy sweats. Anthony, really fast, because Patrick in Baltimore has breaking news. Patrick, what's up?
Hey, how you going to own it? Sorry.
All right. Oh, jeez. Dude, hold it together. Know it's early. I know you're a little flustered and stuff. A lot of people listening, but just get it out.
Your wheel is wobbling. Come on.
Yeah, you're wobbling. Bring it back now,
Your
Patrick.
back wheel is wobbling.
Bring it back.
Hey, guys. I've been a fan for about 6 months now. Driving up to Baltimore right now, and I just passed your van on 95.
Oh, yes, I did get that email, Opie.
Oh, yeah.
That the van will be in Philly.
That's right.
Don't make a fucking maniac out of me. The van goes to Philly.
That's for sure.
Is the Wick driving it personally to Philly?
Oh.
I have no idea.
He was pissed off yesterday.
He certainly was. That guy is a mover and a shaker and a go-getter. When there's a problem and we are not happy with something, he will go to great lengths to remedy the problem. And this is what he has done time and time again, and he did it again with the van. All of a sudden, we talked about not having the Opie and Anthony van for our appearance because somebody else had it reserved. And we brought it up on the air yesterday. And by the time I got home, I checked my email. There's the email. The van will be in Philly tomorrow. Don took care of it.
I have no idea what you said, Anthony, because you're so clogged up.
I am such a snot-ridden mess.
Who the fuck gets a cold in the middle of the summer?
Me. I left my protective dome.
That's why you got to live amongst the germs.
I left my dome, my protective dome over the weekend, and I think that's what did it.
It's good.
Either that or it's you disgusting germ-ridden people that I work with on a daily basis.
It's good to live among germs.
I think one of the interns probably coughed on one of my forks or something, or knife.
Let's get it.
Probably did that. Probably
Wait, honey. You can't move. You can't move. You're safe here. You're in the germ-free zone now. You understand?
Hey.
He probably grabbed the fork out of the drawer, and before he got into my view, went on the fork.
I know what happened. He rubbed the corner of his mouth, and some of that white stuff came off the corner of his mouth. And he grabbed the tip of the fork.
Petri dish goop. Eek.
All right, really fast. Let's go to Louie in Yonkers. Louie.
Yo, what's going on, boys?
How are you, Louie?
Is anyone going to be riding Ben's hog down to Philly today?
Yeah. A couple of hogs out there. Ben's hog.
Seats
going to
10.
be ridden. Seats 10.
I love that exaggerated humor. Anyway, so we have a bunch of hot girls outside the studio already. Wow. And it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday today, Anthony. A very simple concept. You want to explain? Well, you don't want to explain.
Oh, it's so easy. You just put a wow on your vehicle, and the girls know what it's all about. They'll see it and flip out their titties for you.
Yep, it's been working like a charm for many, many years. And
many years. I think we're on our 50th year of wow, Opie.
Jesus, no way. No fucking way.
Yes, I remember the first one in Times Square after VE Day.
And if you want a WOW sticker, you just send in a self-addressed stamped envelope to us here in New York City. The address is 111 West 57th Street, New York, New York. And a zip code, I don't know.
Zip code?
I don't know. I don't know what the zip code is. Go to opieandanthony.com for the actual address.
Yeah.
The accurate address. Let's go to Colorado. Colorado, what's up?
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning.
Hey, earlier this morning at a truck stop, I passed these 4 tour buses. Supposedly the lead bus is M&M, which is kind of ironic considering the fact all buses had WOW stickers on the back.
Oh, yeah? That would be cool as hell if that's true.
Yeah, well, that's what they told me. I mean, the guys that were getting on there all had shirts that said crew on them. And when I said something to the security guard inside the truck stop, he said, yeah, it was it's M&M's tour. So I don't know I don't know if he's 100% true, but I saw WOW stickers on the back of at least 2 of the buses.
Well, you got to think, if you're a band and you're touring all over the country, why wouldn't you have, WOW stickers on your tour buses?
Yeah, but
you want to see it?
I thought M&M had a show on the Little Doggy Company.
Oh, stop. He's a name. They bought his name so they could put it on a channel.
Hey, Anthony, I think your problem is allergies, not a cold.
No, it's a cold. I don't have allergies. It popped up a couple of days ago. I had that thing where it feels like you have a big lump of snot in the back of your throat that you can't get down, you can't swallow, and then all of a sudden, thank you, Jimmy, you're grimacing at that whole, as he's eating his eggs.
He got it.
That never happened.
What a delicious morning treat for you, Anthony.
Yes, and then I just clogged up, and wow, where did these girls come from?
There's
Jesus Christ, there's a bunch of these sports sexy girls just peering around here.
Well,
Who's got one of the glasses out there?
Which one?
That's
Stalker Patty?
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Anyway, so here's the deal. Yes, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday today, and we're finally going to, promote the hell out of WOW and highlight it today. And Keith the Cop's in studio. Keith, I think, pretty much came up with the idea originally, right? Not the WOW, but the motorcycle ride?
Yeah, the one we did back in the day. We did the WOW Summit when we first got syndicated down in Philly.
Well, it was a summit.
It's a summit. We're bringing cities together.
Because what happened was we were a huge New York radio show, Absolutely huge, and WOW is just massive in the New York area. And then we finally started getting syndicated, and Philly's like a second home to us, and I think Philly was the first market we syndicated to. So we wanted to bring some of the WOW to them, some of the happiness that is WOW to them.
Yeah.
So we came up with this WOW motorcycle ride. Keith the cop took it upon himself to organize the whole thing. Went down to Philly with a bunch of guys and girls on the back of bikes, flashing the whole way. And we had a great, great time. It was
knowing we could win their hearts and minds with tits.
Yeah, it was just a present that we gave
Easy.
to Philly. And we're redoing it today, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows where this is going to go. I think we should organize some more motorcycle rides.
Nationwide.
Maybe some convoys.
All over the whole country.
Why
That'd
not?
be great.
But this is the start. We're going to do a WOW motorcycle ride today. We have at least, 50 or 60 guys outside already?
Yeah, about 50, 60. A couple more pulled up just now.
50 or 60 bikes outside. Obviously, some very, very hot and lovely ladies outside the studio. And
juicy. Opie.
Very juicy.
They're juicy.
They're barely wearing anything, which is definitely going to be a plus.
That's what you want.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And Master Poe is having everyone fill out paperwork. And
good. That'll take till 10 o'clock tonight, and then they'll be off.
How's that going, Keith? It's smooth?
Oh, absolutely. What wouldn't be smooth about filling out paperwork? And
You people should have heard Keith before the mics went on. Oh, my God. He was losing his mind.
I'm a team player. Everything went just fine.
Fuck! Fucking asshole!
I wish we had the audio of you just before the show started. Classic.
Anyway, if you're on the New Jersey Turnpike today and you're listening to this show and you don't have a WOW on the back of your car or your truck or whatever you're riding, you're just fucking insane.
Yeah, there's going to be tits galore.
Scratch it into the paint with your keys. Do whatever you got to do so that you get to see.
Do some of that, what is it called? The ghetto kids. The
Scratchetti.
Scratchetti.
Right on the graffiti. Now they scratch it into plexiglass and stuff. Scratchetti.
Scratchetti. Do it right into the back of your back windshield there or whatever.
So, want to start bringing some of these girls in? We'll
of course.
Get on the road.
Could say hi.
Are they going to flash, though, or are they going to be like, I don't know.
No, they're not strippers.
I don't know.
Are they?
Patty's going to flash.
Oh,
that's always
Is Patty going on this thing?
Absolutely.
Who's she riding with?
I think she might be riding with me.
Oh.
Well, you really lucked out. She painted like James Bird and just drag her.
Oh, God. All right, Grease Man. Jesus.
So,
yeah, she's going to be on the back of your bike?
Yes, I believe she is.
That's wonderful. Great. Lucky you.
Wow, you're...
All these hot chicks out there, and you got 50-year-old virgin on the back of your bike.
Did your wife allow you to take your dick with you today?
I think it's very nice that I take Patty with me on the back of my bike today.
It's very nice. I like the way it vibrates between my legs. This is wonderful. Fantastic. She's going to reach around, tell her there's a handle around front. She can reach around and latch on.
Are you excited to have Patty on the back of your bike there, Keith?
As excited as I was about the paperwork.
You do realize there's a bunch of tens right outside the studio.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And you got a 2 on the back of your bike. And I'm being kind.
Giving her a big increase there.
What is Patty, you think? A 2, Jim?
Not even a 2.
It's not even a number rating. You don't rate
I'd give her a 2 because she's not off. Her body's okay. Just her her body. I mean, for 50, she's not.
For 50.
Absolutely.
That's not saying much.
There's an asterisk, of course, but yeah, she's not bad.
Her body's not bad for 50.
For 50.
Yeah. For 20, she should be executed. But
yeah.
for 50, she's
all right.
jerk off on her.
Before the show, Danny went downstairs to talk to some of these freaks. There's a lot of people outside the studio right now.
Yep.
And we got some audio. Let's go to the first track here.
So, are you going on the ride today?
Actually, I just came down here to take some photos of everybody and to post on WhackBag.com.
How come you're not going on the ride?
I didn't plan it.
Go down. It's not too late. Tag along.
I don't know who I could, tag along or not, but I'm just hanging out.
All right, listen.
Wait a minute.
Go get that guy immediately.
What is that?
Who the fuck? Danny, get in here.
I think.
I thought it was Ozzy, first of all. I thought it was somebody just making a gag and doing an Ozzy impression. We really got to tighten up that thing. That thing's been falling for weeks.
Who is that guy?
Danny,
that's one of the fans downstairs.
Yeah.
He's excited to be here. Very excited to speak to me, apparently.
Well, can you go get him?
Absolutely.
Go get him immediately. We just found a new character.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to find new characters for this program?
Oh.
Listen to this guy again. Look, this came out of nowhere. What's wrong?
Problem?
What's wrong?
No, everything's fine.
No, say what.
Everything's fine. More fucking paperwork?
Where's the
We
girl?
already had the
Where are
paperwork.
all the girls?
Yeah, why aren't there girls in here?
They came.
Why are the girls not in here?
What are they doing?
Paperwork.
You got to write everything down that happens today, so we can talk to Don about this.
Anyway, I sent everything out last week.
All right, here we go. Let's stay on track, though. We'll get the girls in here in a few minutes.
All right.
Listen to this guy again. This is the real deal. I thought this was a guy just imitating Ozzy or something, Anthony.
Yeah. You going on the ride today?
Actually, I just came down here to take some photos of everybody and to post on WhackBag.com.
How come you're not going on the ride?
I didn't plan it.
Go down. It's not too late. Tag along.
I don't know who I could, tag along or not, but I'm just hanging out.
Tag along.
That is fantastic.
This guy cannot be real.
What a creep he sounds
What
like.
a rousing endorsement for WhackBag.
He's one of the mods.
You can just picture him over a freshly killed body.
Dude,
doing that.
That's the type of thing you walk in, you see blood in the crib, and he's standing there with a hammer just making Herman Munster hands.
But it was making sound. I had to make it quiet.
This is going to be my new favorite thing to do around the house, Aunt.
Herman Munster hands. He has little fingers like flipping around.
The baby, I was just watching. It made a noise, and I had to make it quiet.
What a creep! What a complete scary creep!
But who's not going to imitate this guy for the rest of the day?
All day now.
I'm going to go to Starbucks.
I'll have a grande.
Wait, keep him outside for a second because I want to get through these last three clips. More audio from downstairs, Anthony. We're getting ready for the WOW bike ride, motorcycle ride to Philly. A lot of people want to know if you're going to be stopping in any of the rest areas to pick up more people.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be on the Turnpike, so we'll be making a couple stops.
New Jersey Turnpike, pretty much all the way to Philly.
Yeah,
glory holes.
I have no idea what stops. I mean,
you'll just see the people coming. This is going to be at least 60 to 70 bikes starting out with this thing. All right.
And what are you guys going to be doing for us today?
Nothing.
What?
What did she say?
Nothing?
Oh, it says here, girl outside says she'll do nothing. Oh, okay. Well, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
You know what? I read this thinking she'll do anything.
Yeah.
Stupid me. All right, so she'll do nothing.
So what's in the bag, man? Soda, maybe? Don't look like soda.
Yeah, it's not really soda.
What is it?
Beer.
You're drinking at 6:45 in the morning.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And are you taking the ride down to Philly?
You better believe it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me?
This is going to be a fun day.
I hope he's riding with somebody. Hope there's a sidecar on one of those bikes for that guy.
Just urinating very, very, very much and fueling up, and hopefully I don't pee my pants on the way down there.
All right, a guy hoping he doesn't piss himself.
Aiming high.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to hit him if he goes down.
This is one of the guys going on the ride.
Hold on.
Jim, go ahead. Jim. We lost him.
Getting in a fight?
All right. Let's see. Scott in Jersey. Scott, what's up?
Hey, man, I want to make sure you guys stay in the truck lanes going down to Philly. We're your biggest fans.
Oh, yeah?
Will you be in the truck lane? Because it splits there, you know?
All right.
Yeah, all right. They'll figure it out, bro.
But the express with the...
Hey, if you guys... If you're a trucker and you're going to be between New York and Philly and you see this mess go by, make sure you give them a little toot-toot, little support, okay?
Dirty girls. They're dirty girls, and they have to die like Mother said.
All right, can we get this guy in?
Where is that guy?
Live off the fat of the land.
I'm gonna bow to this guy. Wow, more very hot girls.
Holy mackerel.
Wow. Sport sexy. What is the sport sexy about?
Lovely.
Someone who knows how to market their company.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They put their friggin' logo on hot chicks' asses. That's wonderful. Hey, here he is.
How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Step up to the mic.
Hey, you want to sit down or stand?
Actually, it doesn't make a difference, really.
No?
No.
You just stand?
Okay.
And what's your name, sir? What's
My name is Andrew.
Andrew?
Yes.
And fan of the show?
Yes, a big fan of the show.
Big fan of the show?
Yes.
And you, I guess you're from the WhackBag.com message board?
Yes, I am. Wonka 614.
Oh yeah.
Wonka 614. Absolutely. I've seen your name up there a few times. And well, you come down here just to support the ride?
And take pictures and say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
I met your brother a couple times and taken pictures of him.
Joe.
And his band, yes.
Absolutely.
Joe.
What do you think of the crowd we got here today?
Very nice.
Yeah, you see some
Very
of the
nice.
beautiful young ladies?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yes, they
Very
are.
nice.
Quite beautiful. What would be more beautiful than taking one and slicing their throat?
I think that's Jimmy's department.
Oh, well, I think you could use some help. Well, that's great. What do you do for a living?
I drive a private cab in the Bronx.
A private cab in the Bronx?
Jesus.
Wow.
Yes. How are you still alive?
You are... Jesus, you laugh at that shuttle crew.
Pretty much.
That is a dangerous gig. You ever been robbed?
Well, thank God I haven't, no.
No, huh?
I haven't.
I haven't been robbed. No. I gotta ask, what the hell is that thing you do? Is that sort of a stutter?
Yes, actually it's a speech impediment.
Speech impediment?
We
Yeah.
love speech impediments, though. We
And
all have one
I
in
know,
the studio.
And I know you guys goof on it, but part of
No, I just wanted to...
all the time, and
I
it's
just
all right.
wanted to lay it out there on the table.
What's your name?
It's Andrew.
Oh, he said Andrew. Okay.
Said that
Yes.
already. You don't listen to
I
the
said he
people,
said that
Opie.
already.
You don't pay attention, Opie.
I'm sorry.
You don't pay attention.
I just want to give him a new name.
What?
Stuttering Andrew.
Robin. Tell him, Fred. Well, and you drive a private cab up there in the Bronx.
Yes, I do.
And a lot of, I guess you take a lot of black people around.
You have a lot of golfers, yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. A lot of golfers.
Yes.
And these are the people that normal cabs wouldn't pick up. You're always hearing about cabs that don't pick up. But you take anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah?
I mean, most of the calls are off the phones. You know.
Oh, right. So they call up and ask you,
Yes.
and you come pick them up.
Of course.
And drive. And
Yes.
have some of these people, like, shown up and give me your money kind of thing?
Not yet, but I hope not.
Yeah. Wow.
Can I just read instant feedback?
Of course you can, Opie.
We just switched the show opener, but you know the show opener where I talk about how we're going to do this until we're #1 with Down syndrome children?
Yeah.
Well, George the Geek, somewhere in Jersey, writes, ding, 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 we are now #1 with Down syndrome.
Oh, he doesn't have Down syndrome. That is a hell of an impediment you got there, though. Sometimes you just lock up, huh?
Sometimes I get nervous and I lock up.
Nervous, yeah, you
like
lock
right
up.
now, but
right now you're a little
like right
nervous,
now.
and you lock
Taking
up.
a little bit.
You know we're going to exploit this speech impediment, right?
Okay.
Like he should do the news today.
Oh, no shit! You got anywhere to be, or can you hang out for a little while?
Actually, I'm off today.
You're off, huh?
Actually, I called in sick today.
Boo! I didn't want you to relax today. I want to keep your edge over there. Don't let this guy relax. Well, you're a fascinating man, Andrew.
Well, is there any girls that want to flash? That could be very interesting with Andrew in the studio.
It'd be a little nerve-wracking, sure.
Yeah. Can we find
Bring
out
in one or two of the hotties out there.
Well, I think the girls from what was the name of the company again? What?
Sports Sexy.
That's from a bikini bar, I guess. They're from a bikini bar in Jersey or something like that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
An Opie and Anthony panties.
We got Opie and Anthony panties. Jesus.
Who knew those were?
Hey, I'm not complaining, but if you want to market the show, you got to have something that other people can see.
You
besides
are
one at a time.
You are breathing a little heavy, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
And Mike, that really, really comes across on the air.
I like it. Sounds like the Elephant Man running uphill.
All right, Andrew. I like it.
Let's say hi to Taz. Taz, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I want to know if this guy's lost his stapler.
My stapler. Yeah. Stapler.
Very good. If you call the show, you got to turn down the radio a little bit. The Gooch in Cleveland, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
How are you?
Hey, I got a wow on the way into work today.
Okay.
Going into 90 on Cleveland, the chick lifted up her shirt on her tits. It was written, Lil Jimmy Norton live July 23rd. Tickets available at Ticketmaster and eatabullet.com.
Thank you, mister.
Get out of here.
Very
Andy, what's
nice.
up? Andy, let's go.
Hey, what's up, Opie and Anthony? This is Andy. Listen, Sports Sexy is a cool bar, man. It has plasma TVs, and the chicks are practically naked.
Yeah, they're barely wearing anything right now, so.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Cool, man.
All right, we're going to get some of those girls
Listen,
in.
real quick, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Still waiting for my wow stickers, man, for almost a year.
A year?
Did you send in a self-addressed stamped envelope?
Yeah.
All right, send in another one, and we'll make sure we get it out to you. It might have been just
thanks, guys. Hey, big fan over here, man. Let me just say hi to my brother Larry.
You just did. Thanks, bro.
No, thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Let's go to John the trucker. John?
Yo, shit dicks.
What's up, John?
Hey, gentlemen, I just came down to Turnpike. I'm on my way to Philly, and brand new Newark Airport, down from Newark down to Elizabeth there. There's a bunch of unmarked cops hanging around down there.
All right.
They got a bunch of four-wheelers pull over and stuff.
Jesus, what is Colin doing here?
Colin just pokes his head in to say he's at Caroline's this weekend. What is he doing awake?
All right, John. So John wants to tell us that there's a lot of cops on the Turnpike. We're going to be safe today.
Oh, boy.
Colin,
How you doing, baby?
Colin, get
How
over
you
here
doing?
because you got to hear this guy.
I like
That's
this guy.
Andrew.
All right. This is Andrew, our new character.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, we just found him today. But
I was downstairs hanging out for 20 minutes.
You are? With the bikers?
Yeah.
he's going to be a big star, this guy, Andrew.
Andrew drives He drives a private, I guess, cab service in the Bronx.
Yes. I
Which
understand that Berkowitz took the hit for a couple of your boys, too.
Which is a very, I think, a very dangerous job for you to
For the passengers.
And now that we have a big star in the studio, it's really going to freak out Andrew. What do you think, Andrew?
Why don't you stalk me and kill me to put me out of my misery?
Well, that would be too easy.
Kill me.
Big fan of Colin?
Yeah, I like him. Very funny.
Yeah, you watch, did you watch Tough Crowd?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you watched Tough Crowd.
I'll give you, and I'm not kidding right now, I swear to you, I'll give you $10,000 over the course of a couple of incremental payments if you kill Norton. Doesn't have to be you on the air. Just in your own time. If Norton turns up strangled, then I'm going to send you $10,000. And if it's Voss, $8,000. And bring me Voss's teeth as proof that you killed him. I left on my altar. I was murdered on the altar.
I'm a martyr.
Should we bring this guy to Philly? Is there anyone out there that could get him to Philly?
Everybody's listening to him out there. They love him already.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
He could be the official spokesperson for this damn thing.
You up for going to Philly?
Yeah, Andrew and somehow you have a cell phone where you could call in the show?
Yeah, I have a cell phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't remove the mic from that guy.
Yes.
Ever.
Don't get too close to him. You ever see, something about Mary? He grabs the... Hey, by the way, one of the bikers down there has a little half ostrich shell cup for Norton to ride along in as a hatchling.
As a hatchling. That's great. It's got to be a half. You can't put him in the whole one because he's already lost his egg tooth that he chips out of the egg
like
with.
this the whole trip.
He would just be stranded. At the truck stops, you could regurgitate food into his mouth to feed him.
All right, we're going to have to get Andrew to go to Philly because we need to talk to you all day.
You have a cell phone, though, right?
Yes, I have a cell phone.
You
Yes.
must have a plan with a lot of minutes because I think any conversation probably takes you a long time.
All you got to do is remember one thing for the rest of your life.
Yes.
The scratches on my hands are from my cat, officer.
Hey, is Pat from Moonachie downstairs? Yeah. Could Andrew ride with Pat? That would be a great team.
Oh my God! Imagine that.
And then we'll have Pat and Andrew check in from the ride, and then we'll have Keith the Cop checking in. It's going to be a great day. It's the WOW motorcycle ride.
Better have some pallets of cinder blocks in the back of the van so it doesn't just flip over forward with these two in there. Kind of hefty, aren't you? What do you eat poorly or?
Oh, actually, I'm on diet to lose weight right now. Actually.
You are?
Yes, I am.
How's that working out for you?
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right.
How long you been on it?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and you lost any weight?
Over 10 pounds.
Over 10 pounds.
Not bad.
Congratulations.
Do you have a gal?
No, I don't.
No? Besides, under a pile of lime in your basement.
Not enough trunk space. You grew up in the Bronx? You grew up in the Bronx, didn't you?
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
Really? That must have been a tough upbringing, huh? You get beat up by the black people? No?
You grew up in the Italian part.
Oh, yeah? The Italian part?
Is that where you were?
Close.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a lot of calls coming in. Let's go to John in Ohio. John?
Yeah.
Hey. Go ahead, John.
Speak.
You're on the radio. Let's go.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, they got to take Andrew down to Philly with them so he can hold the bikes up when they get to use his retard strength to change the tires.
Obviously, the guy is of sound mind.
Obviously.
Just has a speech impediment. People sometimes think maybe you're mentally incapacitated a little bit because of your speech impediment.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yes.
yeah.
If that guy from Ohio could have seen Andrew's eyes when he said retard strength,
Oh, really?
he would have took it back even in Ohio.
Yeah.
His eyes just went like, all right.
Yeah.
Daddy beat me senseless, and that's why I'm shy, but I swear to God, nobody touches me again.
I will kill this guy.
I'm going to kill him.
All right, we should get some more of these people in here before
Bring
we
a
start
couple
the
of the
ride.
girls in, then.
Keep Andrew right where he is.
Yeah.
though, man. Danny, I bow to
I
want
to see which ones Eric picks.
By the way, Anthony, we got to acknowledge Danny today. Danny found Andrew.
Danny
took it upon himself to go down there and record some of these people.
He's a star, is right. You can tell, though.
See, Colin, this is what it's all about, right?
Holy Mary. Well,
This
Corinne
is
called me
what
up
it's
and
all
told me
about.
that this was going to happen.
Oh, my God. Hey, ladies. This is Andrew.
Hi. Hello.
Andrew, say it. What do you think, Andrew?
Very nice.
Oh.
I would have said it the same way, so don't feel strange.
Yeah. Imagine what you could do with them with a bow saw and some duct tape, right?
Girls, be careful dressed like that. Your breasts might come out on the drive down. Be careful.
You could get a violation.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, these are lovely young ladies, aren't they? And you're all dancers? Do you dance at all?
No, it's like a bikini bar, right?
Bikini bar? You just kind of strut around in your bikinis and...
Is it an all ages bar? They look 14.
How old are you,
Is there
ladies?
anything wrong with that?
How old are you all?
21, 18, 22,
And
21.
39.
That's great.
I heard 39. Who was
39. Who said that?
Jesus. Very nice. And you guys are going to go to Philly with us today?
Yeah.
Awesome. We're going to have a good time. There's going to be a big party going on.
They're wearing something in your honor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You guys want to show them your special panties?
Oh, my God.
Oh, look at that.
Show them what it says on the back.
They got open
wow on the
panties
back.
With wow on the back. Are we handing out the panties today?
It's just a bevy of very nice asses.
I'm not complaining.
Just turned around.
What a great promotional item for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's going to wow Andrew.
Huh?
Someone has to wow Andrew.
Yeah.
And it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Someone's got to wow Andrew.
Is there any girls that are willing to wow Andrew?
You know Corinne doesn't play games.
Wait, Corinne will do it. Donkey sauce. Hold on. Well, you got to get him on mic though. That's the whole gag. What do you think there, Andrew?
Yeah, I got to shut the curtain.
Very nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Beautiful.
Wow. You are about the creepiest son of a bitch I've ever come across.
That right hand is twitching.
Oh, I know. Yeah. How long does it take to choke one of these bitches out? You gotta know down to the second.
You ever seen a stepfather?
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a strict upbringing. Are we here to talk about me or buy a house?
Hey, you girls are friendly, holding hands. That's cute. That's very
There's
cute.
a bunch of them holding hands.
You're just kind of supporting each other. Is that it?
She's my girlfriend.
She's your girlfriend? You don't have to say no, you're just kidding. Just leave it at that. Just let that one lie there.
Well, girls love to do the fake lesbian stuff now.
Yeah.
They kind of make believe a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's a little forced, but sometimes it probably leads to real stuff.
Okay.
I bet lesbians love it.
Yeah.
Real ones, because they're like, oh.
What celebrity does everyone tell you look like? You.
Me?
Yeah.
I got Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I see it.
There it is. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What about Eva Longoria from that other show, The Walking Desperate?
Wow, very nice. And look, Andrew's he's just chomping at the bit.
Andrew, are you sporting?
Not yet, but almost.
I gotta ask you, you mind a couple of not ridiculous personal questions, but maybe a little personal question. When was the last time you hooked up? And by that I don't mean a block and tackle and a hook in your basement. I mean like got a woman. Had the pleasure of a woman.
About a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah.
Did you pay for it?
No.
No? But she did.
Sleeping under a pile of leaves somewhere. She was at 3 in the morning. She was leaving some club in Yonkers. I said, East Chester Avenue. Where are we going?
Her new address, Shallow Grave, right?
Yeah. Co-op City.
Yeah, like a year ago?
Give us the details.
How did that happen? Was it a bar? Was it a fair?
Actually, it was a customer, actually.
A customer?
Oh, I like this story already.
Picked her up in the cab. You start, chit-chatting a little bit?
Late night?
Actually, I had you guys on, actually.
Oh, really?
It was just talking and chatting.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talking.
She asked me what time I got off.
Uh-huh.
And I hooked up with her after I got off.
Oh.
Went to her house.
That's nice. Went to her place?
Yeah.
And, maybe a little drink? You partake in a little of the drink?
Yeah, occasionally, yes.
A little bit?
Yes.
And then, and what did this girl look like?
Yick.
Yick? All right.
That's gratitude.
Yeah.
Yick.
Yick. Well, you won't find any yicks today on the way down to Philly, that's for sure. If you could take that as a compliment, girls. What an awful compliment. No yicks here.
Maybe we should set Andrew up with Stalker Patty.
Well, you ever met Patty?
Actually, I've taken a couple pictures of her.
Yeah?
And talking with her.
Yeah.
Before.
Patty, have you met Andrew?
Yeah, outside on the street, coming over.
Yeah, coming over. What do you think of him?
They're all very nice.
They're all very nice?
Yeah, he's very nice. All the guys
all
are
his
very
personality.
Nice. Everybody's nice.
Would you maybe, if and we'd be willing to foot the bill here, would you go out on a date with Andrew? I think both of you could use maybe a little company.
Of course I would.
All right, maybe we could set that up.
Sure, I'd go
a little
out on a date.
night out on the town here in Manhattan. You go to dinner, maybe a little dancing or something. You dance at all, Patty?
Just by myself at home when I'm exercising. I do my aerobics.
Oh, Christ, you don't.
These two are
What songs do you
perfect
listen to?
for each
What
other.
music you listen
Let's
to?
get physical. Physical.
A lot of dance tunes from the 60s, mostly by the Four Seasons or Supremes or something like that.
Strawberry alarm clock.
And then some of the disco things, like Electric Slide.
She's a maniac on the floor, and she's dancing like she never danced before.
With her leg warmers.
I sound a lot better than that when I sing.
Oh, she could use, those wrist those wrist warmers for leg warmers. What are they called? I stink.
Trying to reenact that scene from Flashdance with the water.
Oh,
no.
She lays back in the chair, pulls the little rope, and a bucket full of water hits her. Should be blood, and she should be in a prom dress on a stage.
Patty, I stopped by your work yesterday.
I know you
Oh,
did that,
Godiva.
but I was off.
I know. I stopped by
Yeah.
Godiva to see
Colin got some chocolate.
No, I stopped by to see Patty.
Oh, you really did?
Yeah.
What a good guy.
A couple people have been by, when I've been there. Opie came. You came. You come a lot of times.
Oh.
It's not Andrew, me and you may have
Well,
to
not a
duke it
lot
out.
of times, but you come every once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only saw Opie there once.
And that's the only time you'll see me there. It was a major coincidence. Brad in Dallas, what's up?
Yeah, I was wondering if this cat Andrew would mind saying, some people call it a Kaiser blade, I call it a stinger. You guys have a good day, man.
All right.
And Andrew, would you mind going out with Patty maybe for a night out?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I would.
Yeah? Be honest, though. Is she your type? We like honesty on the show. What do you think of Patty?
With the awful pulse and breathing. Your type? Somehow I don't think this is his impediment coming in. I think he's just not speaking.
Well, you have a relative comparison to make with the rest of the room.
Well, that is true.
Yeah, it's a tough morning for her to be.
Out of these girls right here, there's such a variety of beauty in the studio. Which is the most your type? Don't be shy. Just point one out that is the most your type of girl. You have blondes, brunettes, tall.
They're all looking away.
Petite.
They're all looking away. Usually you do that, and the girls will look at the guy, wanting, hoping.
I don't know.
In
but
this case, they're all turning around looking at the wall.
Andrew, you have to know right away. It's the thing guys know. They can look at a group of girls, and
I
you
think
know
he knows
which
instinctively.
type, which one you find your
He knows.
type.
He's just trying to
Which one,
not
Andrew?
himself with the rest of them.
Which one?
Over there.
What's your name, Missy? Victim number one, step up to the mic.
You're the lucky one he chose.
What's your name?
Christina.
Christina.
Yes.
And how tall a gal are you?
5'8.5".
You're 5'8.5", blonde hair, very attractive girl.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. And you are Andrew's type.
Great.
Would you object? Would you object to being in a well with a poodle?
It puts the fucking lotion
Oh, you mean the blonde girl, Christina? Yes, I know who she was. She used to live here.
Well, what do you think of Andrew?
He's a nice guy.
A nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Seemed nice enough, kind of a loner. Never really talked to the neighbors much. And then the horrific find.
Occasionally brought out lumpy shopping bags.
Yeah, I fast forward maybe a few months down the road, just seeing cops pulling out boxes and boxes out of his apartment with tape over them. That yellow tape. Do not fuck with this box tape.
Bunch of weird female driver's licenses in a box.
Some jewelry. They call those trophies. Yeah, so he found you. Well, would you ever go out with a guy like Andrew? Just based on, I know he's a nice guy, and if you sat down and talked to him, you'd probably shoot yourself. But if you got to know him a little bit, maybe things would be different. But just on first impression, would you go out with a?
Probably not.
Probably not?
No.
What's your type?
Not him.
This is brutal.
No offense. Sorry.
Andrew, you have to know that whatever, you're dealt a hand in life, and you got to play it. And obviously,
Andrew, basically, Ant's trying to tell you got to aim a lot lower.
Yeah, you got to aim lower.
If he really kept working out and going to keep it on a diet, and then you shaved your head and grew like the goatee, maybe some earrings, little ink.
Yeah, you might be able to hook yourself up a little better.
You know, work it.
All right, we got to get everyone out of here because people are getting nervous.
Oh, really? Hey,
especially that guy that we're not allowed to talk about.
How you doing, man? Hey,
Keith the Cop, come on up to the mic and tell us what's going to happen here, all right? Give us the whole deal again in case we got new listeners tuning in here.
Absolutely. We're going to be leaving the studio. We're going to be heading down the New Jersey Turnpike, or Garden State Turnpike.
whatever the fuck it is.
New Jersey Turnpike.
Jersey Turnpike.
It's that turnpike.
Yeah, that one that runs through Jersey.
In Jersey.
Yeah,
what's it called?
Yeah, the New Jersey Turnpike heading down to Club Risqué, which is located at 1700 South Columbus Boulevard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So like I said, make sure you got your WOW on your car. Etching in the paint, do what you got to do. We got a lot of lovely ladies here.
I'll say.
Just want to thank two people.
Sports Sexy. Come on.
Sports Sexy.
Yeah.
Thanks them for coming down.
Girls rock.
Also, we have a large group of riders from Nick David. Nick David brought down a whole bunch of his guys.
Wait, get a plug in, bro.
Appreciate it. Ooh. How you guys doing?
What's up, mister?
Yeah, my name is Nick David, and I represent TriStateSportBikes.com. It's a online community for the entire tri-state area. It's about 2,500 motorcycle riders on there right now.
Nice.
We're looking to get into the tens of thousands, hopefully with you guys' help. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Sure. Check it out.
So we're going to have some fun today and see some titties or something.
Hell yeah.
Of course we are.
Fucking A.
That's what this is all about. Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Fuck yeah.
All the way down to Philly. All right, good.
All right.
Good
Thanks
job.
a lot, guys.
And you guys ready to leave? Is that what we're getting at?
Just real quick, Mike from Sports Sexy.
Oh, Mike.
Brought the lovely ladies down today.
Mike.
How you doing?
He's the man.
Just want to thank you guys on behalf of the Sports Sexy Cafe, located Route 46 in Totowa, New Jersey. Nice. We brought the girls.
Where do you find these hot women to work for your place?
I hired every one of them.
Did you?
How many have you had sex with?
Oh, Jesus.
Probably the wrong time to ask that question.
Opie. My goodness.
Thank you, guys.
Know how many girls in the room just said he better say one?
You know that hand in life I was talking about? 4 aces right there, that guy.
All right,
that guy's been dealt the aces. You got like, I don't know, 7 deuce offsuit.
All right, Ben's freaking out. We got to get everyone out.
Oh, by the building? We're out of here. We'll see you on the road.
All right, Keith, calls from downstairs before you take off.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a quick break.
If the building is yelling at you, Ben, pull out your hog and wrap it against the side and knock it down.
Pat from Menaki, what's up?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Pat? We found someone. We found someone that you got to bring down to Philly.
Block 614. Yeah, the era of Pat from Menaki is officially over.
Oh, you think
and
so?
the new era, oh yeah.
You think this guy's going to steal all your thunder?
I think so. Just don't take my Patty. She's mine. I will battle you for her.
And this guy has 10 toes. Count them.
That's right.
Show off.
In his dresser with other legs and appendages.
He even has a murderer's haircut.
Of course he does.
Fuck.
All right, Pat, we got to let you go.
People are telling you you got to let me go?
Yeah, but Andrew's joining you on the ride, and we want you guys to check in a lot today, all right?
Okay, hey, there's officially 64 bikes, and there's more pulling up as I speak.
Yeah. Very good.
Put Andrew on a 5-second delay so he doesn't curse.
Thank you, Pat.
All righty.
All right.
That Andrew is what we call gold.
Yes. Radio
it
gold.
It is what we call gold. You rarely come across somebody that is like that on the air.
Radio gold. The first time we ran into Stalker Patty, Pat from Menaki,
it's
Wheelchair Fred. It only happens every once in a while.
When you're a radio prospector with your pan on the side of the river, and you're just looking at nothing for so long, and then all of a sudden something just glimmers in the sunlight, and a big chunk of gold is there. That is Andrew.
Stalker Patty even knew it.
Yeah.
She saw it in the back of the room. She got all bummed out.
I thought he was so good, I thought he was faking him. Like, this
I know,
can't be real.
Can't be real.
Let me ask you, in the context of that, finding, like, gold freak show people.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you guys like these talented comics. On the other hand, you look for these freak psychos.
Can you get to it faster, stupid?
Where would Norton fall into that category? So he seems to straddle both worlds rather well.
God, it took a while.
How's that stupid? Worth getting to.
I knew. As soon as your mouth opened,
it was worth it.
You knew it was going to be a bash on
I'm
you.
like, look, the door's open. Just walk through, shithead.
Kevin from Connecticut. What's up, Kevin?
Guys, you got to describe Andrew for me physically.
Wow. He's a bit...
let me tell you what I think, first of all, as a listener, okay? You know the Franks and Beans guy from Something About Mary? I think he looks like him.
Not too far off,
I'll tell you who he looks exactly like.
He's got a little bit of Melvin from Office Space.
Definitely the Melvin from Office Space
and he's got
in there.
a little bit of the Adam Sandler's excited Southerner guy.
A little bit.
Yeah. You put all
like
those
big,
together.
He's like leather. He's like built and big as Leatherface. He looks like an unpleasant-looking Leatherface.
You can picture him in that leather
Yeah, he's
smock.
a big boy. He's a big boy.
You ever
apart.
see Hollywood Nights?
Yeah.
He looks
Dudley?
like the guy at the end that goes, "Mother, I'm going to screw someone."
Dudley.
Yes, he looks exactly like Dudley
in
from
a
Hollywood
Steve
Nights.
C voice.
Yeah, that's exactly what Dudley sounded like.
Good find, Opie.
All right, let's
Fantastic.
We're gonna take a break. Thanks, Kevin.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll check in with Keith and the rest of the gang before
Can I
they take off.
Can I at least promote Caroline so I don't have to do any other
Caroline's
awful stuff?
Come
on, me this weekend with Robinson and Bob Kelly's return engagement.
Oh, Bob Kelly's back.
His limping fatness will be all over the stage.
We got audio.
Bob Kelly.
We got audio. of Bob Kelly losing it on one of the.
Yeah,
we
had.
had.
I heard about this.
Don't you have to have it to lose it?
I guess someone wasn't enjoying his act, and Bob Kelly lost it on this guy and just couldn't get off it.
And what did he say? Go to a library, you intelligent person.
So we're going to play that next. But Colin Quinn's going to be at Caroline's this weekend. You sticking around for a little while? Or?
Yeah, a little while.
All right, cool. Let's get out of here for a little bit.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
But can I honestly say anybody rips me off? I mean, when I hear the same exact bits done, that's how I say it.
I mean, what about WOW? That's totally their idea.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There's something new.
Well, and then...
There's something new. You know what? I used to do that in Washington, D.C. Tell him, Fred. I used to have people tie bandanas around their cars so that women would take their clothes off in the cars. Dude, get with it.
All right, well, I mean...
Give me an original idea.
Well,
Come
what about,
on.
I mean, I know.
I used to have my listeners tie a bandana around their car. I mean, I've done it all.
What about going off on...
I
totally know that's you.
All right, okay, whatever. I got to go. Please, I don't really want to get into a discussion like this.
He's so delusional. That is really funny.
See,
Someone found the clip.
Yeah, that's something we couldn't play on the old show because of the gag order that he placed on us.
How do you tie a bandana around your car? That's a great one. That's a big bandana.
What's the matter? My car has cancer.
People throwing frisbees to their cars, jump and grab it.
Just showing your age, man. You can't even tie bandanas to antennas anymore.
It's all hippied out. You honk the horn, like beep, beep.
Dude.
Honk, dude.
He's so delusional.
Oh, man.
Just admit it.
Bandana
WOW is such an original idea.
I invented everything. I've done it all. He even said, I've done it all. Wow.
Even the stuff that's going to be invented, I did already.
There's no
I went into
ideas.
a time machine.
Everyone
I already
just
did it.
Killed themselves.
Right.
I've done it all. I was the first one to do anything. Marconi ripped me off, Robin. Remember the what was that thing called? .. Morse code. It was Howard code earlier. The guy ripped me off. I invented SOS. Robin. What a complete jackass. He's the guy. Wow. Wow. He invented WOW. And it had nothing to do with Whip 'em Out Wednesday or WOW. It was tying a bandana around your car. Thank you, Howard.
And what were we supposed to do if you saw...
I don't know. He didn't really explain it very well.
Of course he's not going to explain.
If someone had a bandana tied around their car somehow, girls would get naked in the car? Was that what... It wasn't even flash. Yeah, girls would get naked. They're driving, taking their clothes off, crashing into a buttress, Robin. I invented traffic accidents.
A bandana around an antenna. That reminds me of something else I've heard. It's called the fucking flag. That's not exactly somebody's fucking invention.
I invented that, Robin. They say Betsy Ross did that. I sewed the stars on. Ooh, it was all me.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I honestly don't care.
I don't care. I invented the bandana with me.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Calling all freaks.
That's hilarious. Colin Quinn in studio today, playing Caroline's all this weekend. Going to be in the New York area. Definitely check out Colin Quinn, Keith Robinson, and Fat Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly doing comedy with one leg, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And we got some classic audio Bob Kelly we're going to get to in a few minutes here.
Yeah.
But first, Anthony, it's the WOW motorcycle ride. There's so much going on. You want to explain really fast what's gonna happen here?
We got, upwards of 70 motorcycles outside. and riders, obviously. And they're going to be going down to Philly.
Right.
They're going to be going down to Philly on this WOW ride. On the WOW ride that Keith the Cop helped put together.
Yeah. The cologne you're wearing is something a little child would give you. No way you caught me well.
I'm going to do that all day.
Oh, God, I can't stop doing it.
All day. But it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. You get WOW on your vehicle, and there's ladies all over America that will see that as a sign that you want to see boobs. It's simple as that. And we're going to be wowing all the way from New York to Philly today.
Oh, but brilliant in its simplicity, might I add.
Exactly.
There's some hotties on there today.
If you listen closely, you can hear they're starting the engines up and ready to take off.
Let's say hi to Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
I'm trying to get this organized chaos. Would you like to speak to Andrew? I'm sticking right by him.
Yeah, Andrew's going to join Pat from Menaki for the ride down to Philly.
We'll be getting reports from him throughout the show.
Yes.
Very thankful. Hello?
Hey, pretty loud down there, Andrew?
Yes, it's very loud down there. I'm down here.
Down there. Yeah. Are you psyched about are you psyched about riding down there with Pat from Menaki?
Oh yeah, very much.
Have you ever met Pat, or is this the first time you're meeting Pat from Menaki? He can't hear me anymore.
I don't know if you guys
do you hear that sound? That sound is actually.
It's revving here.
That sound is the inside of Andrew's head when he watches Lizzie McGuire.
Hey, Keith! We'll see if Keith can hear us. Keith the Cop. Keith! No, Keith hung up. It's just way too loud out there. All right, the bikes are starting up, obviously, and they're starting their journey to Philly. Ending at Club Risqué in Philadelphia.
And hot chicks all on their way down to Philadelphia. And, give them support. You see them on the road. Stay away from them. Don't be any smartasses on the road. But, give me your support. Wow, man.
Is this Keith? There's no way he's going to hear us now.
No one's going to hear anything.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, Keith.
All right, we're heading on out of here. We're hitting the road right now.
Do you have Patty on the back of your bike?
Yes, I have Patty on the back of my bike.
Oh, all those hot chicks, and he's got Patty on the back.
Lovely, lovely. Gentlemen, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, well, you guys going to do the Lincoln Tunnel?
Yeah, we're doing the Lincoln Tunnel.
Because people are calling in. They're between the station and the Lincoln Tunnel, so you're going to pick up some more bikers before you hit the tunnel.
Outstanding. Looking forward to it.
All right, check in a little while, Keith. All right.
See ya.
All right, there you go. Keith the Cop, everyone. Hey, Nathaniel.
Yes.
Anything else to report?
No.
No. All right. It's pretty crazy out there. We're getting a lot of video and pictures taken for our websites, and we'll have that up later tonight. All right, Nathaniel.
It's the majesty of a lot of people revving their engines.
I hear you. All right.
The majesty.
All right, very good. Let's go to Pete downstairs. Pete?
Yo, I can barely hear you guys.
All right.
I'm in front of the Salisbury Hotel. There's a tour group here called Christian Tours. Everybody's got Jesus things on and crosses and everything else. 20 motorcycles revving up. They look horrified. We're scaring the shit out of them.
Yeah, the Christian Tour buses park right up on 57th here. So and huge gaggles of these Christians from out of town get off the bus, and they are petrified of all the motorcycles. As well they should be. Scantily clad girls on the back. It's like everything they're against. Everything cool, fun, and sexy.
All right, sounds like they're starting to take off. So the WOW motorcycle ride has begun to Philadelphia.
It's going to be quite a long little parade of these guys. A lot of bikes.
I don't know what the final count was. We were up to like 64 with more cycles showing up.
Yeah.
I think we're over 80 at least. And then
there's going to be some joining up. They'll be well over 100.
And then there's a bunch of cars, too, that are just going to take the trip down there. So we'll check in with Keith the Cop and Andrew and Pat from Menaki in a little while. Very cool.
Andrew and Pat in the same van.
And
Come
Gary
on.
Sinise telling him about the rabbits in the back.
Also, Rich Voss coming in today.
Yeah?
And we got Scott Walterman, XM News. He's going to be reporting from the Space Shuttle launch.
The Shuttle launch. When is that thing supposed to go
That
up?
ain't happening today.
3:51 is supposed to be launched.
I thought it was supposed to happen this morning.
No, 3:51 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be launch time, but they've already had a problem. Last night, one of the little protective coverings for one of the cockpit windows fell off, plummeted about 65 feet, and smashed into some of the tiles over one of the engine cowlings in the back, and smashed some of the tiles, so they had to replace some of those. So the tiles had to be replaced before the thing even lights up. And they're worried a little bit about thunderstorms, too. That might delay the launch.
A couple tiles fall off. What's going to happen?
A couple of tiles. I don't think those things are very important.
And I don't think it's important that they had prepared for thunderstorms either, since they're going into another planet.
Another planet? I think they're talking about our planet here at lunchtime.
Thank God it's not, it can handle itself in, against Martian invaders, but with a little rain.
That is a little odd. The thing's up there with,
Colin.
no atmosphere and everything. Yet, a little rain.
Little rain.
You could take your goddamn car out in the rain.
I wish Voss was here right now, because the minute we started talking about anything scientific, his face would have shown this fear like this. He's like, a kid in school, I hope they don't pick on me.
I know nothing about
I'll
this.
keep this side.
Jim, what?
Keep that side, I'll keep this side. When we get up to 9th Avenue, I'll let you cut in and go in front.
What's going on, Jim?
This way we keep the street blocked.
Jim, what's up?
Yo, sorry, guys. I'm talking to somebody else that's in another vehicle.
All right,
Left count was 72. We're up to, what are we up to, Broadway here. It looks gorgeous, I got to tell you. It is a blast, guys. It's hard to hear you even from back there in the car.
Very cool. Yeah, a bunch of cars are following the bikes as well. And
we got, unfortunately, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania says I can't ride right now, so. But we got a nice crowd going here. We're going to have a good time going down.
All right, cool, Jim. Keep us updated on the progress, okay?
Yeah, you want me to leave my cell phone with you?
No, just keep calling in.
All right, later, bye.
We'll look for you. Thanks, Jim.
Later, guys.
All right. He counts 72 bikes so far. Yeah, but the Space Shuttle, you think after 2 years, pieces wouldn't be falling off it before it launched.
You would think whoever put that little protective thing on the window, his head should roll, I think. It's one of those, everyone's watching kind of moments, and make sure you batten that thing down.
Amazing.
I don't think it'll launch, though, either. I think it's going to be one of those,
There's no way it launches today.
5, 4, 3. Oh, we have a delay. And then they delay. They pull the astronauts out of there, and you got to wait for another day.
All
happens every time. Not like in the movies.
Well, we'll talk to Scott Walterman a little later today.
And who is he?
He's a very serious newsman.
Is he a real news guy for XM?
For XM, yes.
What does he usually do when the shuttle isn't launching? Because I don't think... Is there an XM news channel?
Yeah, I think.
Is there?
I don't know. We do our thing, and he does his thing.
I'd like to know if there's some kind of... what he does.
I think he... does a little news here and there.
You think he gathers news for maybe Bob Edwards?
I think he does news for Deep Tracks.
Deep Tracks news?
Yeah.
What's Pink Floyd up to today?
I don't know what he does. I don't know what half these people do down there in Washington. But we'll check in with him. Also, Chris Angel in studio today at 10 a.m., Ben?
Yes.
He's that magician.
I've seen his billboard up outside the Midtown Tunnel.
He's
Ben, he wrote a note that says Voss lost. What does that mean?
He's lost.
Where's he lost?
How can he be lost? He's been here.
Oh boy.
He bombs on a napkin.
What did you think was going to happen? I was going to look at this and go, Voss lost.
Jim, since you're booking guests now and not telling anyone.
I didn't book a guest.
Look how he just changed the subject of how his little note to Jimmy just tanked.
I know, but Jim, yeah. Todd's like, yeah, Jim told me to come in tomorrow.
Well, he's in the Daily News, and he mentioned this in the Daily News. He's
Jim's producing the show now, secretly.
Well, someone should. He's a part of the tsunami song, and he was fired. And he called me. He wanted to come in now that he's going to talk again. So I'm like, yeah, email ben.sparks@xmradio.com. And I'm not telling anybody out there to send pictures of cocks or anything to ben.sparks@xmradio.com because that's distracting and it annoys Ben.
That would not be professional.
Don't send him things that sound good and then write shit dick in big letters because that would make his job difficult. Todd apparently did not email Ben, but he's coming in tomorrow.
Well, that's cool.
Yes, I was.
We could have Todd in here.
Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that you invited him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, I don't mean to change the subject.
Oh, we saw that picture being taken.
All right, look at this. Oh, what did I do?
Nothing, sweetie. It just happened.
Who is it, Andrew?
Yeah, he's got a picture of Andrew. We saw them taking that picture, and we were laughing at his expression.
You can now see our latest creation, Andrew, on opieandanthony.com. There's a picture of him right there for your viewing pleasure.
Look at that.
I've never seen a human being look more uncomfortable in my life.
No. He is
Mike Bichetti if you were a model.
He is uncomfortable in his own skin. Look at him.
Absolutely not a hint of a muscle on that body.
Cheese. I'm going as far as Fontana, but then I can drop you off at the truck stop there.
I didn't see that face in the sleeper when your 16-year-old runaway.
Oh, God damn.
You could take a nap in the back.
Just wakes up all groggy and he's over her nude.
Yeah.
Wow. When he opens the trunk, it's like Billy Bats. No, Tommy, no. No, Andrew. Andrew, no.
And he's not nude. He's naked, except he's wearing socks and work boots.
Just making that sound.
Voss lost. I'm going to laugh all day reading that napkin.
No, it's a joke, though.
Dugout Doug, what's up?
What's going on, guys? Hey, I wanted to put out there that I'm doing a WOW sticker stop tonight at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone for Rich Voss's show at 8 o'clock.
He's going to be in Virginia Beach tonight?
What's that?
He's going to be in Virginia tonight?
Yeah, he's in Virginia Beach, Virginia at the Funny Bone.
Tonight? How's he going to get down there?
I don't know.
Maybe he's fun.
Maybe. All right.
Why, is he up there?
He's going to be here today.
Supposed to be, but he's lost.
I don't know. I actually heard,
it just never gets old.
I actually heard he's going to be doing radio down here on FM 99 WNOR in a little bit. I was trying to keep an ear open so I can do wacky radio with him or something, but I don't know. Maybe he lied to you guys.
Something's up. All right, we'll figure it out.
God bless.
Thanks, Doug. Let's go to Rob in Philly. Rob, what's up?
Hey. I was wondering, did you talk to Colin yet about his awful appearance on Celebrity Poker and his garbage man hands?
Oh, my God. Colin will play anything.
Do we have the audio?
He actually won his the first round.
I won my awful first round.
Yeah, but he played awful. You should
not have won that. I play against the grain. What do you want to play Ace-King like an idiot?
Colin, I'm with you.
No, but you were playing like 7 deuce offsuit.
And what happened? I hit because it's all about the flop. It doesn't matter.
You just got lucky, I know.
No, dumb people play Ace-King. I win high 2 cards. The flop is important.
Right. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you should talk to me about this weekend in Vegas when I was down $2,700. At 4 in the morning, I had $40, and I played high-stakes slots, 3 diamonds, 4,000.
$4,000?
Yes.
Nice. That is a nice hit.
Bad, and I won in Celebrity Poker, too. And the only reason I lost the second game is because I let that dumb Phil get in my head, and I didn't play a 4-6. That would have won it all, and I told him that. I saw him this weekend.
Phil Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the flop, what time's your show tonight?
It's actually tomorrow night, but thanks for promoting.
Wow.
Flop.
We got the audio of you on Celebrity Poker. We had a lot of fun with this at your expense.
Good.
Let's go to the first track here.
I feel if a fella can't take a chocolate. Andrew, no, Andrew.
Don't eat the cards.
I'll call.
I can't get enough of that guy.
I drew the death card.
No. I feel like we could go home now.
I know. He's the best.
Dream much, Will.
No one's going to remember anything else we do today.
He's got to be the spokesman for
all about Andrew today.
Yeah, he does.
From now on.
And you got to track all the girls he met today and see what their next year is like.
All right, here we go.
Colin shows a jack of diamonds.
And Trip Jackson's going to take Colin Quinn. A nice spot here. Yeah. Folks, playing Jack 5 offsuit, not a good idea. Colin's getting very lucky here.
Lucky, you idiot. I played my whole life, stupid.
Yeah, You play, what was it, Jack 5?
Yeah.
And the flop comes out, and there's 2 jacks in the flop.
Because the flop is not predicted.
But the odds of that happening are very slim.
They're not that slim.
Yes, they are. You're probably going to lose your bet.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be crap comes out, or somebody's got an ace, and an ace comes out.
I know you my whole life, and right away you're getting fresh. I'm trying to just hug in a minute later. No disrespect, Henry. Are you nuts? You just kid a little fucking manage, Jimmy.
Let's say hi to John in Virginia. John.
Yeah, Opie's, he's an idiot. I mean, he's talking about odds. He's playing Caribbean Stud. It's the biggest house game in the casino.
Who's playing Caribbean Stud?
I just play. I'm an idiot when it comes to cards. I'll be the first to admit it. Yeah, I play 3-card poker because you don't have to do anything.
I like the 3-card poker. That's a fun game.
You just sit there and watch what happens.
You get a good hand. I don't play the Caribbean poker. I play the 3-card poker. I made $6,000 in Atlantic City 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that's like playing deuce 7 offsuit. You're going to do that once every 50 times.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, bullshit, Warner.
All right, John wants to call me an idiot.
Ask him why there was a...
Thanks, John.
I think he meant to say I was an idiot, and he was just talking to you.
No, because I agree with you.
Well, I mean, guys,
they're all idiots.
I like playing against the grain. I like playing against the grain. It's fun. All right,
you
John,
know, just because we're not smart cards and we're idiots, why don't you read emotional intelligence? Huh? Nope, airport book.
Let's go to John in Jersey. John?
What's up, boys? I'm in a red car in the back of the procession. It's probably about 10 or 15 cars following the motorcycle ride. They're getting into the Lincoln Tunnel for anybody in Jersey who wants to meet them on the other side.
Lincoln Tunnel,
the traffic's really screwed up right now. I don't know if it's like the tunnel normally or these 80 maniacs on motorcycles right now.
It could be, rush hour in Midtown Manhattan.
So they're right at the Lincoln Tunnel?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the tunnel right now.
All right, very good, because there are people on the other side of the tunnel that are going to join the WOW motorcycle ride to Philly.
And keep an eye out for a used Mercedes coming the other way towards the studio. Rich Voss, I'm late to his traffic.
Hey, by the way, guys,
I plug my show.
Huh?
There's one guy in the truck who's got a great idea. He put a bunch of signs on his car so that it said, if you want to listen to Opie and Anthony, tune into, these 2 FM channels to, read off his modulator.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, yeah, so if you get close to the car, you can...
A lot of people have been doing that for us. That's very cool. All right, thank you, John.
Later, boys.
So John has joined the WOW ride. He's behind all the sickles. Another track, another cut from Colin Quinn on Celebrity Poker here.
Oh. And Colin with an 8-10.
So it's 18 to me? Looks like he's calling this out of position. This is just horrible.
Colin calls?
No, Phil. He has an 8-10 offsuit.
Yeah, okay.
You must have missed that.
Yeah, and Phil, what happened that hand?
What happened that hand, Colin?
I won.
You
Good
did?
to be home, fellas.
You did?
Of course I did. I won that game. I lost the second game only because I beat everybody out the second game. I did all the dirty work. Then Brad Garrett beat me because I bitched, because I listened to Phil get in my head that I didn't play a 4-6 same suit that ended up with what would have been a straight flush probably.
Cocksuckers get every 8-10 in the deck.
What do you say there, guys? I don't know. Kind of like that. Yeah, and I ain't even cheating yet.
All right.
Yeah, you're saving up to be, Colin. Jewish?
Barnes' idea of being funny.
I ain't even cheating yet.
They laugh because he's a fucking got scars on his face.
What do you say there, Bob? Guy like that? Make it? That's precisely what I thought.
No reaction from Barnes at all.
Let's say hi to Craig the cop. Craig?
Yo, guys, what's going on?
What do you got today, Craig?
Hey, I want to let you guys know the Turnpike has a website set up that you can view traffic traveling live on the Pike today.
Okay.
And anybody who wants to check out the bikes going down to Philly will be able to view that live.
All right. What's the site?
It's It's www.state.nj.us/turnpike/NJ.
That's why I want him to
break the website out. That's easy.
Right.
A handy one. That's almost like Yahoo.
Right.
It's so easy.
Just tell them to go to jerseyturnpike.com and the web link them right to the cameras.
All right. Thank you, Craig.
All right, guys. Good luck, man.
All right.
And then you can sit and watch traffic. That's a wonderful website.
Helping us out, though. They're helping us out for the WOW motorcycle ride with Keith the Cop, Anthony, who has Stalker Patty on the back of his ride. Sure he does.
No, he didn't take her? You mean he dropped her off?
I don't know.
She says the North Vietnamese make us take the weapons. Oh, bullshit, Warner.
I heard Patty is on the back of his motorcycle.
I hope so.
She may have had a stunning makeover from the time she was up here till the time she got out on the motorcycle.
You think she fell off the back accidentally?
I think she had a stunning makeover.
I'm sure she was on the back of his bike for the photo op.
I was brutally thrown into the street, but I had to work today anyway.
I got road rash. This is wonderful.
All right, another.
I want to join the Hells Angels. Fuck the pagans. I'm going to kick a little ass. Patty.
She turned into a motorcycle
mama.
biker
bitch, showing her tits and...
She already does that.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, we turned her into a slut. We talked about that recently.
Yeah, you turned her out.
A virgin slut.
Here's another cut from Colin Quinn on Celebrity Poker.
Colin is what is known in the professional poker world as a calling station. If you can find a guy like this to play poker with you at a high level, you will murder him.
Play me then, Phil, at a high level,
catch a
you
couple lucky
scumbag.
flops early.
Oh, I'd love to
but
play one
you can't win playing as passively as he does.
Shut your face, stupid. I had no cards and I won.
They were just amazed at how you played.
I gotta give it to you.
I won!
You did win. Yeah. You did. You did.
Yeah, but Phil's right. You kept going off suit.
That's Phil. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, but you weren't playing like you weren't taking like a king ace or a jack
Oh,
queen.
bullshit, Warner.
I sat down and played cards with Phil. I had a game with Phil in L.A., and he ripped me to shreds.
Beat you, you mean?
He killed me.
I'll play him one-on-one. If he's got such a big mouth, I'll play him with real money one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
think he'll
on
do?
the show, it'll be semi-promotionable. I don't know. Let's ask the producer. Do you think that would be as big as Todd mentioned in the Daily News?
That's a very nice little mention for the Opie Anthony program.
Shut up. They don't need this local mention. They got to invite people on every time they mention the paper. Shut your trap. On the next page, they're advertised. Dum-dum. Don't produce. You don't know what you're doing. Do stand-up. And study your acting. You've got a craft to get you ready for this.
I'm going to join at Bexon today.
Are you really? You're taking acting lessons or
certainly
a
am.
class?
Yeah,
Who's teaching you?
Brushing up.
You should? Really?
Jim's not a bad actor. I know it because the other guy stinks so badly.
Really?
You ever see Keith act? Oh.
I've seen it in the sketches
You ever see
that you
Voss?
guys did. Yeah.
Even in those
Voss
sketches,
is the worst.
We're trying to be like ironically bad, and even then Voss's shame spiral starts, and he's like this. His own daughter's
shame spiral.
He goes into like a shit because the one thing in acting you have to like accept yourself.
Right. You got to be confident in your work.
Even if it doesn't matter what you are, you have to say
Right.
this is all I have. But even then he's like. And he just starts getting like trying too hard. His daughter
He just gets sucked down in his own suckiness.
His own horrible self-esteem. Yeah, and he's like, I can't wait to. Voss always hated me in comedy. That was like a big. Voss used to slam me, and to this day, every time I call him on it, he goes, "No, I didn't." He starts laughing, but his eyes turn away because he used to call me because he was so dumb. Norton and them kind of recognized, oh, this guy's a real comic. But Voss was so dumb. He's like, I think he's like an alternative guy. He didn't realize I was actually funny, and to this day, he doesn't think I'm funny. They have to tell him that I'm funny. That
because you're, it might take that you got to think a little bit, and maybe have read a newspaper in the past month, to understand some of what Colin's saying on stage. Very funny. Yeah. Very. I love the fact that you come up with new shit on a weekly basis, and it's hysterical. I'm kissing ass a little bit, but I've seen Colin many times, and he's hysterical.
Colin does impersonations, and if you close your eyes, you think it was the real people.
Oh, not easy.
But Voss,
Well, Voss,
he's an uneducated doofus.
Yeah,
he's a buffoon.
Well, where is Voss?
I know. He really,
He was supposed to be here about a half hour ago, and Colin Quinn's going to be at Caroline's tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Not all weekend? Oh, all weekend.
All weekend
okay, good.
Bob Kelly, the one-legged Samoan, and Keith Robinson.
I'm buying a Learjet off of eBay. I'll be there in lickety-split. I'm flying in for a Rolls Royce.
And it broke down while he was driving.
While he's test driving it, after he put $1,000 down on it.
Oh.
It smelled like sauerkraut and bratwurst.
Actually, though, he does have a lot of new topical material. He said, Al-Qaeda's trying to kill me, and I'm dodging them.
All right, Dan, we're going to take a break. We'll check in with Keith the
hear
Cop.
about those bombings in London? Yeah, how about those Nazis?
When we get back, we'll check in with Keith the Cop, see where he's at in his WOW motorcycle ride to Philadelphia, okay?
Right.
Also, the Bob Kelly audio. We got to get Bob Kelly on the
I got to hear this.
You got to stick around for the Bob Kelly audio.
I'm gonna.
We'll do that next, all right?
If producer Norton gets me a soda on the break. I only want it if he fetches it.
It's Whipplemail Wednesday. It's Whipplemail Wednesday. It's Whipplemail Wednesday.
How about that woman that took her shirt off?
It's Whipplemail Wednesday. It's
Raja Gugu cover band. Too Shy for an hour.
Oh, I have all the tracks. Yeah. All right.
I
know exactly. We're setting up something here. Yeah, I got it, Joe. Anthony's brother Joe in studio. Here's what's going on. There's a lot going on. We got Colin Quinn in studio. He's playing Caroline's all this weekend with Keith Robinson and Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
We got Bob Kelly audio losing it. We're trying to get Bob Kelly on the phone so we can make fun of him a little bit. We have Keith the cop. I think he's probably in the tunnel because he's not answering his phone right now.
There was a lot of traffic in the tunnel.
Yeah, the WOW motorcycle ride has begun.
They're probably all going to die in there. That's got to be the worst place to be, is in a tunnel in stopped traffic with a whole parade of motorcycles just breathing in the carbon monoxide.
And Patty on the back.
And behind Pat from Unagi and Andy.
Andrew.
Behind them. Oh, my God.
How great is Andrew? You know, for the people that are just tuning in, where's that audio that Andrew...
Don't call him Andy. His dad used to call him
Where's the audio that Danny had? Yeah, you got to... I mean, this guy's a classic. We just discovered a new guy today.
That guy's been coming down to shows and taking pictures of me like a mental patient.
Oh, like?
What do you mean, like? Exactly. Just in case you don't know who Andrew is, we discovered this guy today. Actually, Danny did. He went downstairs and taped some of the guys getting ready for the motorcycle ride. And listen to this.
Danny.
Our new find, Andrew.
So, you going on the ride today?
Actually, I just came down here to take some photos of everybody and to post on WhackBag.com.
How come you're not going on the ride?
I didn't plan it.
Go down. It's not too late. Tag along.
I don't know who I could, tag along or not, but I'm just hanging out.
Oh my!
I've been talking to this guy for the past couple of months on and off at shows. He comes to all the shows in the Bronx, Yonkers. And I never once put it together that he would be great on the air.
Yeah, see?
I never once put it together.
That's why Joe tours with bands and I'm sitting here.
That's right.
That's why.
Everyone knows their place.
That is
that's
shining
radio gold.
Beacon. A beacon was coming off his head when I first saw him.
You know what happened to me when I first heard that he was going to be on? I was like, oh no! You see, I feel too bad for a guy like that. You guys just know how to, you guys know how to run with it.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Exactly. You guys know how to run with that shit. I
don't. That was great.
All right, so what happened to him? I want to know.
Yeah. Oh, there's something in the Wayback Machine.
It was that Wanderer's dad. I'm telling you.
Dad from the Wanderers.
So here's the deal. Brother Joe's in
Ducky
studio
boys
today, and Joe does the tribute band thing.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And he does it very, very well. Yeah, I was in the middle of, Pennsylvania driving home, and you were doing some huge, town celebration or something for a radio station.
We've been doing a lot of those,
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. They're firing them up like crazy.
All of a sudden, it's Brother Joe and the U2 band they're talking about like crazy. The whole town came out to see it or something.
And now you're international?
Yeah.
You're listen to some of the gigs he's got going.
We're doing Puerto Rico in September. We're going to Mexico City twice in October. Seattle, Washington for New Year's Eve. They just put us
all over the place.
A whole bunch of
Dublin.
I'm getting Dublin, Ireland. We're going to be the first U2 tribute ever to play Dublin, Ireland. It'll be.
You better be good. They'll fucking kill you.
Nah.
And what's the website again?
Get you drunk. NotU2.com.
NotU2.com. Okay. Real fast, we got to go to John in Jersey. He's part of the WOW motorcycle ride. He's in a car, I guess. John.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
I just want to give you an update. They're out the tunnel. The cars are actually pretty far behind the motorcycles, but from what it looks like the motorcycles probably get onto the turnpike about 5 minutes or so.
They'll be on the turnpike in less than 5 minutes?
Probably. I mean, there's heavy traffic on 495 again, but...
so you guys have pretty much made it out of the tunnel?
Yeah, everybody's out of the tunnel. I'm the last car, I believe. Everybody's out of the tunnel.
Okay.
By the way, that psychopath Andrew, I don't think Pat's coming back from this trip alive.
Yeah, we want Pat from Menaki to give us a call, Pat. Come on. All right, thank you, John.
Later, boys.
All right, so they pretty much have left the tunnel, and they're very close to the New Jersey Turnpike as they head down to Philly to Club Risqué. So, yeah, Joe's traveling all over the place with the tribute band thing.
I actually had to book a charter. I booked a charter plane, a couple of them coming back from Block Island and Nantucket, hopping on these little 6-seater Cherokees.
With the whole band?
Yeah.
What did you do with the equipment?
Little bit, just take pieces. You have, just guitars and effects. We basically
do
they
acoustic
supply some
versions of
backline.
Peggy Sue while you're on there.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah, the obligatory La Bamba chorus.
What are you, crazy? Taking a little plane from what, Block Island?
Block Island back to Montauk. We had to make a show. That was
Playing
the
on
only way to get
Plum
back
Island?
Yeah. Emergency landing on Plum Island.
Did you ever think it was going to get this big, Joe? You were kind of doing this as a side thing, like this is fun, and I'll go with this for a little while, and now it's blowing up.
It's playing guitar for a living, man. If you want to do it for a living, you figure out a way to do it. It's the only way to make money. You know?
Well, we're gonna eventually have like a tribute band, contest.
Yeah, it's gonna be like we'll get a bunch of tribute bands, get them together, and have a little exhibition.
We're encouraging the tribute bands to send their stuff into us here in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
The address is up on opieandanthony.com. Yeah. But Joe brought in some examples of some tribute bands.
Yeah, these are a couple that I know, and some that I just went up online and checked out. There's some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. And those are generally the only two you really want to listen to, you know.
The Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young one that he just played during commercial break. Unbelievable.
Yeah, what's the deal with this band?
Yeah, it's Four Wheels, they're called, I believe. Yeah, the name Four-Way Street. They're from California, and probably the best tribute band I've ever heard.
Yeah.
This just by this recording.
Well, they got to be in the contest then.
They're so realistic. One of them fucked Melissa Etheridge.
Colin Quinn at Caroline's all weekend long.
Hey. Don't you get it, man? Nobody can kill Andrew but Andrew.
What I love about Colin, he gets obsessed with our characters like we do.
I know.
He can't get enough of Scorch and the retarded Patty, Shirley, and Stalker Patty, and the rest of them. You just love it, right?
I told you I've been to visit Patty like 7 times.
Yeah, he goes down there and visits her down at Godiva.
It's like, oh, she's not here. Okay, tell her I said hi.
Did you ever meet Pat from Unaki?
No.
Oh,
I might have met him
you would love
briefly,
Pat.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk.
He's got a complete lack of any type of self-confidence. He comes in here and tries to tell jokes and has no confidence in him. So
why
they
doesn't
all
he write them on a napkin like Ben?
Like Ben and slide him to...
Lost.
Yeah. He was originally known for swilling down 2 gallons of eggnog, was it?
Yeah, that was his
ridiculous
first
amount of eggnog, and then booting it into a big garbage can up here.
Yeah, and then in between, he would tell these little jokes and stuff, and they'd all end with like, because it's just awful. He got no confidence. The joke would taper off to a...
He's got a CD of his appearances on our show.
Of course he does.
That he hands out.
Andrew's going to have a CD soon.
Oh, my God. A star in the making.
Boys talking about killing?
Track 2.
Well, let me hear about it, potheads. I'm interested. No, Andrew. You know what? Opie and Anthony are full of shit. I got nothing against a man that does what he's told.
All right, let's play this Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, or just
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Yeah, it's Wooden Ships, and it's by a band called Four-Way Street out of California.
All right, let's check it out.
Wooden ships on the water, very free and easy. You know the way it's supposed to be. Silver people on the shoreline, let us be. Talking about very free and easy.
It's not legal for the actual members to make a tribute band, is it? You can't, because that's just uncanny.
Something they have up on their site, though, they said that a woman that was the wardrobe mistress, something that worked directly with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young back in the early 70s.
Joni Mitchell.
They sounded absolutely. She said that this band sounds better live than Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young ever did.
They're amazing.
Their harmonies are just like that.
That was good.
Spot on.
Well, we got to contact them and get
that
them
was good.
Yeah,
get in touch with them.
I'll get in touch with them. The next track, if you want to suffer through this one, it's a band called Appetite for Destruction. They're local. We've played with them over at the downtown.
Yeah.
It's a Guns N' Roses tribute. And track 2 is November Rain.
And you don't like this one, huh?
That song stinks to begin with.
He brought
I like that one.
He brought some good ones and some bad ones in for us today.
Then again, you don't like the Who, do you? No.
What? Sounds like he's doing crumbs. What?
What?
Oh, no.
Sounds like a truck stock hooker with Andrew's hands around her throat.
Wow.
Welcome to the Jungle's on also. It's, track 3, Welcome to the Jungle, and it's even worse.
What was that one called?
If you could
February
imagine.
Drizzle?
It was horrible. And the band's awful, too.
Rapping.
You know what he sounds like? Take Paul Williams and chop his balls off. Remember little Paul Williams?
Sounds like this.
It gets flattering.
Sounds like the Vietnamese singer in Full Metal Jacket. Away in my beautiful balloon.
He gets flatter and flatter as he goes, too. The drummer's got the meter of an epileptic.
Bonds! Bonds! What the fuck? Why didn't you do something, Lieutenant?
This ain't a tribute band, you piece of shit!
Track 4 is a band called Live Wire. These guys are probably the best AC/DC tribute band out there.
AC/DC?
And this is a totally live...
Is it Bon Scott AC/DC? Or?
No, it's Brian Johnson, and he does them extremely well.
All right.
Really well. Totally live, by the way. Yeah, guy's good. My friend Chris Andrew, killer.
Colin Brocken. Yeah, live.
Yeah, totally live.
No, Jimmy's not going to do Angus.
Their Angus is killer too, man. The guy
Wow.
looks just like him.
Is your Coke to your pleasure there,
I gave the guy
Colin?
money. I said, buy everybody what they want. I'm not out for number one.
No one wanted anything.
I wanted coffee or something.
I'd like a little something to eat.
Your money's no good here,
Not
Mr. Torrance.
You're not a chick.
Oh, no.
The obligatory shining line of the day.
Oh, God help me. Tim, what's going on?
We're still up on 495. We haven't even made it to 1 and 9 yet. The traffic is horrendous out here.
All right, you're stuck in a huge traffic jam.
Yeah, I don't know if this is an accident or what the deal is. I think our bike just stopped. All right, he's cool. All right, but that's the deal right now. We're still sitting out here on 495.
All right, so
Come on, guys.
the wild motorcycle ride is going very slowly
Tim?
right now.
Tim?
What was that, Jimmy? You going to hang up on me?
No, I was wondering if there's a lot of traffic.
Oh, Jesus.
Strangely enough, yes, there is.
All right, let's go to Pat from Menaki.
Oh.
He's
Hey!
part of the wild motorcycle ride, and he's got Andrew riding shotgun.
That's correct. Who needs hot broads flashing at this? I got Andrew.
How's the conversation in there, Pat?
Oh, it's wonderful.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about the traffic. We're talking about how much fun it's going to be down at the club we're going to. It's going to be fun. I got nothing again.
Got a van. Is Andrew trying to figure out where he can buy a fake cast and a couch?
Would you?
Are you about a size 26?
That's good, Pat. He's good, man.
But then he goes,
well, I'm just saying. So, Pat, are you behind the motorcycles? Tell us what's going on, man.
Well, as they merged into the tunnel, they got a little bit ahead. We're a little bit behind. Except for my behind, it's kind of big. So we're all just sitting in traffic, waiting to get to the turnpike here.
All right. Well, can we speak to Andrew?
Why, yes, you can.
All right.
He's right here.
Yeah, and Pat's like,
yeah.
Here, Andrew.
How can I follow Pat?
Well, don't you?
Perfect.
Holy shit.
So, Andrew,
yes.
What's going on? What are you talking about with Pat from Menaki?
Hot dogs, eggnog, how I have 10 toes, I don't know.
Talking about the eggnog competition, a little bit, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Did your mother have any children that lived? I bet you got that.
So, you're having fun, Andrew?
Yes, I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Well, any fucking time, sweetheart.
Andrew, we're getting a request. Someone wants you to do a Paul Anka impression for us today.
Put your head on the shoulder of the road.
Because you are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile.
Andrew.
Yes.
You still there?
Are you royalty?
What have we got here? A fucking comedian. Don't pull my fucking hand over there. I said choke yourself.
Choke yourself.
Andrew, do you have a Paul Anka impression in you?
Everything else in him. Andrew?
I'm thinking.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
How about the guys get tits? Because it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday today.
Guys get tits. Guys get tits. Don't make a fucking mania out of me. Guys get tits.
Don't make a fucking mania out of me. Don't make a fucking mania out of me. Well, not as bad as I thought it would be, though.
All right. Well, you got nothing.
You two have fun.
All right.
Enjoy your ride down to Philly.
With all the traffic right now.
To Club Risqué. Thank you. All right. There he goes. Our new creation, Andrew, with Pat from Menaki. Let's say hi to Taz from WhackBag. Taz?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know, anyone who's listening in the motorcade over there, once you get on the turnpike, it's free sale, and I'm sitting right by 280, waiting for you guys to come up, join up with you.
Oh, very good. We got ourselves a convoy.
Hey, Taz. Taz?
Taz.
Guy hung up. He sent me a couple of fans for the computer, but they were the wrong size.
Oh, really?
So I'm still waiting for Dell. And by the way, I read another article on Dell. You know what they did? They were getting so many complaints about their customer service on the website, so instead of making customer service better, they shut down the website that you're able to complain on. they closed down the fucking website.
They cut out the middleman.
That's it.
There you go. Let's say hi to Jeff in New Jersey. Jeff?
Hey, I think that Pat and Andrew are going to become the retarded Len and Squiggy.
The retarded Lenny and Squiggy.
Very good.
We'll take off on those two mutants.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Hello. All right, punching out.
All right, let's get back to the tribute band thing with Brother Joe.
Yeah, we have another live wire if you want to hear it real quick. Dirty Deeds, track 5. And
is this a live one or studio?
Yeah, live. No,
I want to hear your band.
We'll get to that.
I don't know if I have. Yeah, if you guys.
We got one laying around. We'll get to it. But we
laying around.
Diamonds and a sex.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this guy is just a killer performer too, man.
Yeah.
Chris Andros. Yeah, he absolutely kicks
I disagree. That didn't sound like Joan Jett at all.
And Dugout Doug wants to know, can he sing Hulkster in Heaven? You never find a Hulkamaniac.
You know what, man?
Band.
Go on, I swear to God, go on tributeband.com or tributecity.com.
Yeah.
You will find the tribute to anything, including Hulk Hogan.
Really?
Swear to God.
There's a Hulk Hogan
There's
tribute.
a Hulk Hogan tribute. There's an Aaron Carter tribute.
Oh, really?
My God. I mean, there are tributes.
Unnervingly, that's actually from Andrew.
We got to get the Hulk Hogan tribute thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, all over the place.
Well, Livewire's got to be in the contest.
Yeah, Livewire's definitely. I figured they would be. They are the premier AC/DC tribute.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
In
what
the
else
United
you got?
States. Something for Ope, man. I found a band called Lounge Act, one of the few Nirvana tribute bands.
Ooh.
And it's a song about a girl. And these guys are French-Canadian. They actually learned how to sing this stuff phonetically.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't speak English?
No. They don't speak English.
Are
Their whole website's
are they any
in
good?
French. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're killer. They're really good.
Stupid Canadians.
Yeah.
What track is that?
That is track 6. Oh.
They play in Mountie uniforms. Which looks
no, they
silly.
actually look very, very close. The Dave Grohl guy is scary.
Really?
And
So is Dave Grohl.
Yeah, very good. Kurt Cobain guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull it off looks-wise?
Absolutely.
I don't like that big bass player who reminds me of Phil from the Poker.
Wow, I
right.
never thought of that. Chris
does.
Novoselic kind of looks like Phil Gordon, the poker player.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen.
Bad. That's not bad at all.
He's got the card thing going on.
Yeah.
It's annoying me though, knowing he doesn't understand what the words mean. It's irritating when he's sounding it out.
You almost hear the French.
Yeah. Is it true he sits on a moose as he sings this though? Stupid Canadians. And they don't know English?
Nah.
That's amazing. Frere Jacques.
They're good though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
We should get them in the contest.
Yeah, we should.
Man, Joe made this job a lot easier.
A lot easier than weeding through the shit we've had to look at.
We've had hundreds of things come in, and we didn't even know where to begin.
Just ask, man.
Yeah.
I'm there for the...
Well, Joe will organize this whole thing.
Hell yeah.
Pass this on to you.
I'll put it all together. Gladly, I'll put it together.
I'll be honest, that Axl Rose guy was bad, but he sounded like Steve Marriott, who we mentioned before. Who died in a fire, tragically.
Yeah, smoking in bed.
Oh, let's say hi to Terry in Arizona. Terry.
Hey, that was a bad impression. Hey, can I hear some Brother Joe up in here?
Yeah, we'll go to break with Up in Here.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
Later, boys.
Thanks, Terry. All right,
From Arizona, huh?
Yeah, they're all over the place now.
Nice.
All right, what do you got?
I have a band called 2112, the best Rush tribute.
Rush is rough, man.
Yeah, we listened to a couple Rush bands that were just really rough.
Here you go. Track 7, Tom Sawyer. You tell me if this
Rush
isn't
bands.
Rush.
Rush bands, tributes always have the guy that just might as well have that helium balloon.
You know Anthony though, man. No,
just,
you've heard Anthony before.
Yep.
And this guy's fantastic.
That's why you got to weed through so many bad Rush tributes.
They have an Asian bass player we like to call Geddy Ree.
There you go. I like
Really
a little
good.
racism in a
there you go.
in the band there.
Here is proof that Keith the Cop has Stalker Patty on the back of his bike.
Oh. Yeah, there it is. Oh, my God, she's wearing a helmet. Is she wearing one of those, like, Nazi helmets? Oh, that's great. I'm a Nazi. That's wonderful.
And,
Sieg Heil.
I think
if she was a Nazi... If she was Ava Braun, Hitler would have killed himself in 1941. Bunker.
Hey, Hitler. All Hitler would have needed was some chocolates. It would have cheered him up. It would have fixed the whole problem. Some chocolate-covered strawberries.
A lot of pictures going up on opieandanthony.com and video. So let's say hi to Keith the Cop. He's on the line here. Keith?
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
All right, I hear it's slow moving so far, huh?
All right, we are finally out of the tunnel and all the traffic. We are at the Alexander Hamilton rest stop, which is the first one on the turnpike.
Hey, stick in the glory hole for me, would you?
See a little bit of that here.
What?
Smooth sailing from here, hopefully. I am very glad that I left my gun at home because I'd have put a bullet in Patty's fucking head about it. She says, no, shut the fuck up.
What is she saying?
Oh, look, the movies, it's only $2. It's probably a grand opening, then it's $8 again.
Oh, my God.
He talks about fucking everything.
Could you imagine that being right behind you? The entire ride is babbling about movie prices.
You know, Keith is on vacation and he wanted to have a little fun on his vacation. He's in hell. He's truly doing this for us.
I have such a problem finding shoes since my hammer toe surgery. I go to a place that's right there on 57th or 56th and Broadway, and they have good shoes, but a lot of times they bunch up after walking for a while, and when I'm working, shut up!
At that point, I'd pop a wheelie until I heard a scraping sound. Jesus.
All right, what else is going on, Keith? How many bikes do we have? Are people joining the ride? Give us the details.
I didn't even think there was that many when we pulled out of 57th Street, but holy shit, it went all the way down to 7th Avenue. I think we got about 125 right now. We picked up a couple down here at the first rest stop, so.
A lot of people requesting that you guys wait up for some of the cars.
Yeah, we got a couple of the cars. We're going to hang out about 5 more minutes here at the rest stop.
Okay.
I got to make Club Risqué on air time, you know.
All right. And what's the deal with the truckers and stuff? You getting a lot of support on the highway?
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody heading into New York on those fucking buses. Jesus Christ, there's a ton of them. But I think everybody got a nice flash on the way into New York. They'll have a nice story to tell around the water cooler today.
A lot of flashing going on, Anthony. Very nice. Whip them out Wednesday in full effect today, thanks to Keith the Cop and the gang. Keith and Patty.
All right, I will check in from the next stop.
All right, yeah, you can check in just before you take off.
You see kids' head explode, man. I never seen brains like that before.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Keith.
Bye.
All right, there he goes.
Let's do it for Pat and Andrew.
Right. So we got
Manny.
2112, track 7, Tom Sawyer.
Hard notes.
Does them well.
Yeah, I saw these guys at the Hard Rock.
It gets harder right here.
Huh?
It gets harder right here.
Yeah.
Hard stuff. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's Anthony.
Yeah, I saw them at the Hard Rock.
Yep. Well, these guys got to be in the contest too.
No doubt. I think they blow away the last Rush tribute you guys listened to.
Yeah.
We're gonna have rounds and stuff because now there's a lot of bands that we have to get to.
Where was that that CD? I think Ben had it. He was goofing on me about it. The No Doubt tribute.
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
Is the chick any good? I've heard.
I don't know. I've heard about them. I haven't heard them though.
Tragic Kingdom. Yep. Yeah, they're off Long Island.
What do you want to hear? Underneath It All or Just a Girl?
Just a Girl.
All right, this is
Just a Girl.
The No Doubt tribute band that sent in some stuff.
But then we have to hear the rap on Underneath It All.
I understand, but
I've heard mixed reviews.
Have you?
Yeah.
Tragic Kingdom, everyone.
We will decide.
That's good guitar.
not awful, but there's something I can't put my finger on.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. She's
like
not doing the impression. She's not doing the impression.
Yeah.
She's a girl singing,
But
no doubt.
If she's as hot or hotter than Gwen Stefani, it's
She's
acceptable.
in. There you go.
If
Absolutely.
she's not as hot, she has some balls doing it.
She sounds,
Some set of balls.
she sounds like the guy from the Rush tribute band.
Maybe it is him.
He's just throwing a
Anthony
wig
and
on,
Dre.
are you saying? All right, that's Tragic Kingdom. Not
Yeah,
bad,
that's-
not bad from Long Island.
You put on Fat Bomb so I can go back and try to get some well-needed sleep. You're going to put them on today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you. Well, you can hang out till the end of the show.
Or at least Bob on when I
suck it
say
up.
it. I'm the producer.
Or how about to the end of the segment at least? Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost at break. We're almost at break. What else you got here, Joe?
I have one thing left up. This is from Argentina. It's a band called 3 a.m. It's two guys that do Simon and Garfunkel.
From Argentina?
From Argentina. They don't speak a word of English either, and it's quite apparent.
Although I will say, if you play Bob, you could just put that under the Orca tribute band.
Track 8?
Fantastic. You know, Argentina exports
track
a
9.
lot of oil.
Track 8 is subdivisions, if
And
you
they
want to
have
hear that quick.
lots of textiles as an export. Shut up. Shut up.
How funny is it the Voss never made it in? He is in Virginia.
Stupid Voss.
If you want to...
What? What does Ben say?
I was hoping a napkin with a gem would show up.
If you want another little taste of 2112, track 8 is subdivisions.
Nah, they're already in. That's obvious.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's, so this is Argentina,
This
guys.
is a couple of Argentina guys doing Simon and Garfunkel, a band called 3 a.m.
All right.
Listen to the vocal inflection.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. See, I've come to talk with you again.
And they screw up words, too.
Because a vision softly
It's me, Vario Holmes. I love them. They love me back, man.
Vision that was planted in my brain still remains.
I don't know about this younger generation. Hutchers.
Of handcuffs. Alone.
Yeah, they screw up here, too.
Sound of sirens.
When my eyes are lit by the flash of a neon light, the split night.
Here's another screw up.
Sometimes the sound of silence.
I saw my horse and carriage is for hire, senora. For just as long as you desire, senorita. We're gonna forget the mañana and come to Havana with me. Oh, Babalu.
There are so many.
You joined the gang.
Yeah. There's so many hysterical bands up on
Yo,
Tribute City.
2-1. We're down with the Simon and Garfunkel.
I have to go home and write an essay.
What about the new hot band, tribute bands on the island that I'm into? Crystal Ship.
There you go.
Rat Race Choir.
Joey Russo.
Well,
Right?
Rat Race Choir.
Rat Race Choir. Actually, the drummer that I have now, I picked up. The new drummer in the U2 band is Vinny Tattinelli from 9 Days. That band 9 Days.
It's a bad. You guys are like the most incestuous area for bands is Long Island, and it's everybody knows everybody from every other band.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all play with each other. You get like band AIDS.
Only
You
the
should all
good
have
ones,
AIDS.
man. Only the decent ones.
Well, the funniest is the guys that used to go to the Brooklyn Club, like,
L'Amour's?
Yeah, and they'd be, and they'd be like, when the music's over. And then the thick accents.
Oh man, L'Amour's. I remember playing that.
L'Amour, yeah.
All right, let's thank Brother Joe. You got to come in with more examples. This
Joe,
this is great, and we're gonna have a contest eventually.
time.
We got to figure it out, or at least a little tribute concert featuring you guys.
You guys do
some of these other bands.
You do remember? You remember that band 9 Days that did "Story of a Girl"? This is the story of a girl. That song. You remember that song?
Yes.
Oh, they were huge on whatever on the radio. They
I don't remember them.
Anyway, Vinny is now playing with us, and he is making more with a tribute band and doing better with this tribute band, being treated better everywhere we go to play
yeah.
than he ever was with 9 Days, who was signed to Sony, had a major deal, $1 million publishing deal. He saw like no money.
Typical story.
And
Everyone gets fucked.
Yep, absolutely.
The record companies.
So yeah, he's
I used to have posters of these guys on my walls. Now I'm living the dream.
All right, very good, Brother Joe.
All right, guys.
We actually are going to go to break with one of your classic songs, Up in Here.
Love this one.
We get so many requests for this song. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Basically, Brother Joe did James Taylor doing DMX.
Right.
James Taylor doing DMX.
Maybe for the truckers and the hillbillies, we should play a little bit of DMX just so they understand what's going on here.
Oh, no,
yeah. Everyone remembers this song. Come on.
Think? Well,
Yo,
just give him a
biggie.
biggie.
Look at Hawk.
Line.
Look at Hawk racing.
Up in here.
Little sweat off the brow, Hawk. Can you get it in time? It's taken a long time already.
Yeah,
the lead should be in there.
It's not frozen. Hit the button.
It's not. This song. Great. I just pictured some guy getting shanked in the yard for this one. Just getting shanked.
He is right now on his bike.
Up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gon'
$2 movies.
Up in here. Up in
$2
here.
movies.
Y'all gon' make me lose my
They're really fixing 9th Avenue upkeep.
That's good because it leaves you more money for popcorn.
So there you have it, Up in Here by DMX. And Brother Joe took that song and sang it as James Taylor, basically.
Only how James Taylor could sing it.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick, alright. All you men's up in the jail before suck my dick, and all them other cats you run with get done with dumb quick. How the fuck you gonna cross the dog with some bum shit? Alright. There go the gun click, 911 shit, all over some dumb shit. Ain't that some shit? Y'all niggas remind me of a strip club. 'Cause every time you come around it's like what? I just gotta get my dick sucked. And I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to, but I'm not him. I ain't slim. So watch what you do or you gon' find yourself buried next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Shit, a nigga tried to diss you. That's why you're laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth, and you know that it hurts. Yeah. Whoa, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Whoa, 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 up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Whoa, up in here, you make me lose my cool. Up in here, lose my mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Y'all gonna make me up in here. Y'all don't make me go all out.
It is a natural impulse to grab and squeeze the breasts. bread. No shit.
It's real soft. Almost like pudding.
Yes. A hot piece of ass.
Quite a handful.
Yeah.
The nipples are so sensitive that a mere tweak between finger and thumb will give a perfectly good result.
The Opie Anthony Show.
In case you didn't know.
All right, in studio today, Brother Joe, Colin Quinn playing Carolines all weekend long with Bob Kelly and Keith Robinson. Trying to get Bob Kelly on the phone. Do we have his home number?
Yeah, of course. You guys called his home number?
We don't have his home number.
Well, you have his cell, though, and he always answers his cell.
Oh,
it's wedged between his stomach.
Hold my hand, man.
All right, because we got some audio of Bob Kelly losing it at a
you have
comedy
his home
club.
number, Eric, or no?
They're working on it, dude.
Don't snap at anybody, Jim.
He's right here on 10.
Please don't snap at people, Jim.
Producer Jim.
Yeah, I know you've been quiet all day. Now you're going to start belly aching.
I took a melatonin last night, man. Like I took them high.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, who told you to take one, silly?
I couldn't sleep, and I wanted to get some rest.
That's
I
not work.
had a yoga.
Does that work?
Yeah, but it took 3 hours, so it like fucking...
That's just falling asleep. So 3 hours. You fell asleep, idiot.
I finally fell asleep, like, and I just then it just knocks you out, man.
Yeah,
like
right. But what he was saying was that if you took 3 hours, it doesn't really work.
No, I know. But I was saying that the effect of the drug is still there, even though it took 3 hours.
All right, Bob Kelly.
And I wanted to take yoga.
What's up?
Oh.
You just woke up?
Yeah, I'm a fucking human being.
Oh, my God. What are you, on Vicodin?
No.
He was on Vicodin.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's off it now.
Vicodin's the
Hold
best.
my hand, man.
Hold my hand, man.
Hold my hand.
What's the matter? You were sleeping.
Yeah, I was sleeping. Fucking Anthony. I was fucking out. Out of my fucking head.
Dude, you're supposed to promote your Caroline's appearance with
Colin.
With
I
Colin
ain't
Quinn.
promoting that shit. That's Colin's fucking gig. I don't want my fucking 2 fans to show up and ruin it.
People going to be yelling things out at you? Have they been doing that lately?
I don't want sink fucker and you stink.
Hold my hand, man.
Oh, that one too.
We miss you on the show, man.
Hey, I miss you too.
Not
Jimmy.
you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Bob.
Thanks for stopping by, Jim.
Bob, what are you? I've been busy, man. I'm sorry. I want to go by and just look at you sitting there in a fucking cast.
You fucking selfish $1 million apartment owning douchebag.
Listen, I don't want to just sit there and look at you fucking groaning, you fat gross burger on a couch with your bad leg sticking out. I want to kick it. That's why I don't show up, because I'm tempted to kick your injury.
Look how angry you are this morning. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just tired.
Is he in a cast now?
I don't know what he's in. He's just laying there on a sofa.
Bob, have
with
you
his
gotten
big fat leg sticking out?
Have you gotten it fixed yet?
Yeah, I got it fixed like 2 weeks ago.
What did they do to it?
They went inside. There was a piece of ligament like a shark's tooth floating around in my knee. That I put onto a keychain and put it around my neck. Nice talking to you. Then I went. Then they scraped some cartilage out.
Yeah.
And then they heated up. They got a laser beam, like Battlestar Galactica.
Nice topical reference to a laser. Sure.
Thanks. And they heated up my ligament on my ACL and made it shrink up so it tightened up.
Oh.
Yeah, there was worse pain than when I did it.
Are you on painkillers now?
No. Right now I'm on life.
All right, well. I heard you lost it at a comedy club.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this clip that's making the rounds on the internet that you just unloaded on a heckler and wouldn't stop.
Oh, yeah.
Just silently agree.
Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, can you set it up? I mean, we have the clip. We're going to play it.
Can you do something? Jesus.
Can you maybe tell us what happened when you were on stage?
Oh, man. You know what? Jim.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. I'm very tired today.
You've been on stage a bunch of times, and you just look out and you see that. You're doing great. The crowd's great. It's not you. They're having a good time. You're doing good. Then there's that one just piece of shit keeping their head down, won't make eye contact.
The club owner?
Yeah.
And then they try to laugh. And they kind of, like, put their head down and cover their mouth.
Yeah.
Like they're fighting it. They don't want to like you one bit.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not talking about one person laughing and the rest of the club people looking down?
It might have been that, but that's not the point. Wow, Jim's on fire now.
Dude, I fucking had nothing to say all day. I've been very sleepy.
God damn.
But I'm going to come see you tonight, man. I know you've been on the mend.
You're going to come see me tonight?
Oh,
2 weeks
tomorrow
after
night?
it's happened? I can walk to your house by now, Jim.
Yeah.
You don't need to come see me.
I got to pick up mail.
You got to get... Yeah, there you go, douche.
All right, do we...
you know, Steve,
broke my heart, Jimmy.
You know Steve Burns? We got him here today, too.
Oh, Steve, good for him.
Hello, Robert.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with Steve Burns, bro?
Robert.
I'll tell you what. You know what's wrong with Steve Burns? He's a good kid, funny kid, but we all bust each other's balls and make fun of each other. Every
Funny
time
kid.
I do.
All right, Milton Berle.
I know, he sounds like Tommy Cuomo.
Funny kid, but I don't think he'll make it in the business.
He don't respect anyone. He has a head of rock with an Asian haircut on it.
Let's play this awful tape.
Yeah, why don't we get to the tape?
Yeah.
I'm going to come see you, Bob. Bob. You know what Bob looks like right now? You ever see, like, when they go to wake LaMotta up at the end of the movie? Champ.
She looks 16 to you.
I introduce him to men.
What do you have in the studio today? Dog the Bounty Hunter? Is that who's in today?
No, it's, Wow. I was going to speak, and I said, you know what? Let that one just
Just
there
let it
cover
sit.
Up.
Good.
All right, Brother Joe.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let's say hi to Jim. Jim?
Hi, guys. We're down. We're just passing Newark Airport. We're finally rolling back down.
What are you, fucking pushing the motorcycles? You left 2 hours ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is the update on the WOW motorcycle ride. They're going all the way to Club Risqué in Philly. We got Jim on the phone, and you guys are only on the New Jersey Turnpike near...
Newark Airport.
Newark Airport.
Yeah, Jimmy, we held in traffic coming out of the tunnel. We had people actually off the bikes. That's how bad the traffic was.
Oh, must have been bumper to bumper, right?
Strangely enough, yes. And I'm going to keep answering you questions like that when you ask them like that.
This is part of the Eisenhower Interstate project that started after the war. We decided to... Shut up.
You know what I'm talking about, Lieutenant. No, I don't, Elias. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What else you got, Jim?
Not much. Hey, Jimmy. I know it ain't going to work. It was worth a shot. Love you guys.
All right, thank you. All right, more people joining the WOW motorcycle ride as they make their way to Philly. All right, Bob, back to you. We're going to play the audio of you losing it on stage.
You guys are making it good. You can have more than one person online at the same time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I just heard Bob yelling at somebody. He said, why don't you put the dishes where they're not going to fall? These are the jewels from the belt. This is the cartilage from the knee. The knee of a failure is a very rare item, Mr. LaMotta. This is the cartilage from the knee.
All right, let's get to
Even
the audio.
you don't know what you mean, Dawn. You put you with them.
Great.
Bob's taking a piss.
taking a piss.
I think he's draining his knee.
Colin Quinn at Caroline's all weekend long.
Hi, Colin. Are you there, Colin?
Hello, Robert.
I hate that.
Why?
I hate the fuck.
He hates my impression of Steve.
I hate tone. Either say something. Steve Burns. That's what he'd say. I call him an unfunny chink or something. Robert, is that the road you want to go down? Ugh.
Are you done pissing and shaking it off?
But what? Yeah.
Still pissing?
Yeah, dude, I drink a lot of liquid.
Just
to heal.
Just don't spill any drinks on the senator's wife. Carlo! Bring me a crutch. Something happened here.
You motherfucker. Jim's on fire. Jesus Christ.
All right, Bob, we're going to finally play the audio of you losing it.
I was tackling him in a football game. A couple of foot-pounds per second.
I wouldn't hurt one hair on his fat, misshapen head.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Your scale is no good here, Mr. Torrance.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Hey, hey, Bob, what happened with this guy on stage? You were telling that joke where you say, my wife gives me a beautiful bath, Hey, what time's your wife get home? And the crowd was heckling.
Father's a degenerate.
A degenerate. Did I say that?
Did I say that?
What's Colin
What a
doing?
mess.
Is Colin going to say anything? Is he going to smash?
Colin did enough today already. He just gets sit and enjoy now.
I was working all morning while Norton was sitting there lump.
He had a lot of funny in the first couple hours
Colin
of the show.
is eagerly awaiting this audio.
Yeah, give us the setup. Where were you, Bob?
petering out.
They were in Houston, right?
I was in Houston.
In Houston, this guy's
last
sitting
stop
there.
in Houston. It's so weird too because the 3rd through the 6th I'm going to be back at this club in August.
Oh, that's very weird.
And that's I'm scared a little bit.
Why? Because it's always good to plug 2 months out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you have one show, I'm sorry, I'm not $1 million apartment owner, you jack off.
No, but you are fat with a broken leg. How do you like them apples?
Well,
stuck in your mouth while you're roasted.
You have HIV.
Jim Norton has woken up, everyone. Watch out.
Yes.
All right, Bob, we got to play the audio here.
All right,
So
hey,
this one guy is sitting there. He's got his. He wants to laugh. Thinks Bob is funny, but he doesn't like Bob and doesn't want to laugh. So he's sitting there, kind of trying hard not to laugh, just
everybody
to show.
around him.
Yeah. Everyone around him is laughing.
Even the people at his table thought it was funny.
Right. So you're in Dallas, and this guy's just being a dick.
Oh, my God. This setup's so fucking... You guys are being so nice to me that I'm getting nervous now.
Why?
Nice. We've done nothing but hammer you since you picked up the phone.
And I haven't hammered you, Bob. I just was happy to talk to you, and you started being mean to me because I haven't come to visit you.
I love you, Jimmy.
What do you say there, Bob?
Hey.
Make it.
Can I just say the only friend that's called me, Colin Quinn.
Thank you.
Because Colin's a fucking idiot who just needs to hear himself talk, and you happen to be the one who picked up. You think I don't see CQ on my fucking caller ID and just let it ring?
Bob, can we play the audio?
I'm sorry, Opie. I don't mean to fuck up your show.
Jesus Christ.
All right, here we go. Let's play the audio.
Oh, God. Dude, you all right, dude? You all right? Because I'm fucking killing up here, and you're just looking at it. You can smell dog shit, but you don't know where it is. You all right? Did your dog die? You a blister on your toe? Did you lose a nut to cancer? What happened? You okay, dude? All right, dude. That's just your personality. Is like a little fucking. You stare at the ground and you think about the hookers in your trunk. Fucking serial killer. Can you fucking lighten up? Either that or go to the back. It's dark. I don't have to look at your fucking smug face.
That's really cool that you looked at his smug face. Because, dude, a lot of times people act smug, and that's irritating. But when somebody is smug, that really bothers me.
But when you have fans, Jimmy, they let you get away with things like that.
Oh, no, I know. I got to go to L.A. I just hope the schmog isn't too bad. You're a shithead. Do you know that?
You know, and you're a critic, is what you are. You're a critic.
Critic. Oh.
You're a critic.
Well, that's going to hurt.
Fucking serial killer. Can you fucking lighten up? Either that or go to the back. It's dark. I don't have to look at your fucking smug face. I hope she's still alive. Because I want to fuck her one more time before she dies. And then when she's dead, I'm going to fuck her 8 more times.
Character work.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
I'm just fucking with you.
I think he was the real person.
He really is. You're just staring over this way. It's like you're afraid like I fucking molested you when you were 8. You don't want to touch me right there. Him, Mr. Funny Man, sucked on my little baby pod. Like this.
Wait, I'm not... Carl wanted to say something?
What?
Colin's pointing at his mouth. What? Yeah.
I want to know if that when you said like this, you mimicked somebody sucking. I want to know if when you said he's sucking my baby pud, which is of course inexcusable, but then you mimicked somebody sucking on a little cock. Is that what happened right then?
No.
Yeah, I'll get the fucking videotape if I have to.
You can get videotape.
Continue.
What did you do then?
I just said it, but then I think I kind of went a little overboard.
What is like this? Then what happened? What follows?
What mimicking did you do, Mr. Funnyman?
I don't know. Look at the whole end of your set.
What was that? What did that mean?
It means when you go.
I don't do. I haven't done that since 1995.
Shut up.
I won't shut up.
You do it every 20 seconds.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Flip die. Yeah.
I'm funny? You think I'm funny?
Flip die.
Get the fuck out, faggot! Well,
Hey,
then
dude.
get the fuck out,
free faggot. This one, that one. All these motherfuckers are fine with what the fuck I'm doing. You get the fuck... Because you're staring at me, you fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck up and leave.
How did you get footage of Lenny Clark bombing?
Who's Lenny Clark?
He's like you, but a little thinner.
No, how the fuck some guy's minding his own business from what I could hear. Being a little passive. You turned on him so hard, called him a faggot, told him to get the fuck
I got to side with Bob on this one. That guy, that face, and believe me, Colin, you've seen that face. That guy just fucking moping up front. You want to smash his face, and Bob couldn't take it anymore. I got to say, I
wait a minute,
Bob.
don't you think he went from 0 to 60?
No.
That was building the whole set.
Please watch the progression.
You didn't hear it. Because this was 30 minutes into the set.
Right.
I let it go for 30
You let
minutes.
what go? The guy was screaming at you the whole time, heckling? Like,
No.
And 30 minutes, whoa, since when did an MC do 30 minutes up front? Dude, you gotta rewind a little bit, because I think me and Bob were talking over the part where the guy said you're not funny or something.
Yeah, well, I said, what the fuck? I just said, get out. And then he goes, I said something. He goes, you're not funny.
All right, let's take
and
a
then
look.
he told
then
me,
you're
he
right.
goes, it was a free ticket.
All right, then you're right. I'm
Let's take a
sorry, I
listen.
didn't hear that.
Well, then get the fuck out, free faggot.
Good.
Opie, not far enough.
Oh.
Opie.
Sorry.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Don't yell at Opie.
I'm not funny? You don't think I'm funny? Then get the fuck out, faggot.
No, you're right. Good.
Chop the rabbit. He brought us here.
Free faggot. This one, that one. All these motherfuckers are fine with what the fuck I'm doing. You get the fuck... Because you're staring at me, you fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck up and leave. Why would you... This is my point. If I went somewhere and it sucked and I hated it, I don't give a fuck if it was free, if they gave me $85 to go with it and sucked my asshole in the bathroom. I'd get the fuck out. Because you know what? I don't give a fuck, dude. If it's free or not, fuck you, leave. If you don't like my humor, get the fuck out. That's what. Why would you stay? Have a spine, be a man, get the fuck up, stand up, and say this show sucks and I'm the fuck out. If I'm fucking torturing you, get the fuck out. All right. I don't need your fucking manners, nor do I need your fucking sympathy, motherfucker. I'm a funny motherfucker. This is what I do, bitch. I don't need you to go, well, I think you're good. Hee. Fuck you. Beat it. Go back and when fucking some fucking asshole with a case and fucking props comes back, and you be like, this guy's good. He took a fucking helmet and put it with a toilet bowl seat. Fuck you.
Hello, exactly.
He stinks, and I don't like him. I gotta side with Bob on that one. Very good.
Yeah.
That guy sounded like a real cocksucker, and I'm glad you smashed him.
Well, you know what happened is right when I was giving that dumb rant, an old couple got up and left.
Yeah, they don't want to hear you like a psychopath up on stage yelling at the audience. They might be next.
I love the rant, by the way. I love it.
How funny would that have been if Bob said, if you don't like it, just leave, and everybody got up and just walked out, and only that guy stayed.
I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
Mom! I'm not the Lord. I have to do this now.
Wait, could you please,
Yeah?
could you play the thing where he starts going up and saying how funny he is at the end, and then just imagine a 7-year-old locked out in his backyard with a parent not talking to him. They're taking care of the other kids, get better Christmas gifts.
I went back. I think I got it. Right.
Nor do I need your fucking sympathy, motherfucker. I'm a funny motherfucker. This is
Who
what
are
I
you
do,
yelling at, Bob?
bitch. I don't need you to go, well, I think you're good. Fuck you.
Oh, mommy.
Beat it. Go back and when fucking some fucking asshole with a case and fucking props comes back. And
Some
you're like,
asshole with good marks in school who lives next door with good marks in school that makes the fucking football team, Mom.
I don't like the cheap shot. He took a Carrot Top there.
Yeah, I know.
No,
That's one of Carrot Top's crowning bits.
I wasn't making fun of Carrot Top.
Gallagher?
He's making fun of people that make fun of Carrot Top.
All right, let's say hi to Greg in Baltimore. Greg, go ahead.
Hey, the comedians get smiles. The comedians get smiles. Don't make a fucking maniac out of me. The comedians get smiles.
What's that from?
He was trying to
I don't find that funny. I felt the same way as Kelsey in the fucking arena.
That's right. You did
Is there any audio or video of that?
Nah, I thought somebody had something. They said they were going to send
God,
it.
that would be great.
I want to know who said I did good character work. Was that you, Colin?
That was Colin.
Yeah.
Really?
And you were doing that Southern guy.
Yo, I love your character work on stage.
Yeah. You'll see it this weekend.
It involves the same voice, the same Michael Caine face.
At least it's
step to the right.
At least this weekend I'll be able. Your characters are going to have a pronounced limp.
I like Michael Caine face.
Thanks. Well, we were waiting for you to decide what the fucking. Shut your mouth. Who cares what you like? Go back to sleep.
I like
Take another fucking.
Put on a blonde wig and cut a throat in an elevator.
I might do that.
All right, let's get back to the audio here. He continues with this guy.
Oh. Uncomfortable moment.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Grow a spine and get the fuck out. Don't worry about your drink. I'll take care of your drink. I got it. It's on me, motherfucker. Are you with him? Did you drive him? Does he have a car? You need a ride home? I'll hook you up, motherfucker. If you want to stay. No, because you're laughing. You're having fun, right? This fucking miserable, grumpy fucking muppet is in the balcony just looking down. I don't fucking like this show at all. You fucking, what the fuck?
Wait, the guy was in a balcony?
Yeah.
No wonder you were so brave.
How did you see him?
I'm sitting there wondering why you're so brave.
He wasn't in the balcony.
No, he wasn't in a balcony.
He was doing a.
Oh.
Wow. He was doing a Muppet Trevor with the old man in the balcony.
Okay, I'm
Holy
sorry.
Shit. And he really did have a spine. It was just like Bob was kind of speaking metaphorically.
Right, that's a good one.
Get him a
I'm
drink.
sorry.
He really didn't suck a baby cock either.
Well, but I was wondering, I mean, was this guy a big guy or something?
No, what do you think? I'm stupid?
That's what I was getting at. So when I heard balcony, I was only half listening. I'm thinking, well, wow, that's why he's brave.
So what?
This guy's in the front row of the balcony or something.
There was a gang of them at the table.
Did the guy eventually just turn around and wheel himself out?
Someone is suggesting Steve go to work and work his magic on this little rant and make a TV edit out of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cut out all the dirty words.
We'll have to explain that to Colin after this bit.
You'd have to explain it to me, too.
Oh, Bob, I missed
All right, let's finish up the audio here.
What the fuck? Dude, don't fucking bow your head because you're embarrassed because he's your friend. Fuck you. Laugh your ass off. Have fun, motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck him and his fucking 6 feet under personality. Fuck him. See, they're leaving. They have a spine. Bye, sir. I respect you and your wife. I'd walk out on my fucking dirty ass too. But fuck him. If you think, what are you staring at me now? I don't give a fuck. Why don't you go sit in the back and just be miserable in the back? Why would you sit there? It's a free show. You don't like it? Go sit in the back, dude. Go ahead. Your friends will be here enjoying the fucking show. Hey, what's up? Ha ha. Hoo-hoo. Because you're fucking with them. Because every time I say something funny, he's going to look at you like you're his fucking girlfriend and go, is that... Okay, that's good. Okay.
Oh.
You understand? Go sit in the back, dude. Do us both a favor. Go sit in the back, relax. Go. Huh? Oh, you want to do that shit? You want to be like, you want to fucking... Fuck.
I'd start getting pissed now if I was in the crowd.
Oh, you spoiled
I'd start
fucking
getting
brat.
pissed. Be like, come on.
Oh. I'm sorry to all you other motherfuckers to stop the show. I'm sorry.
And there you have it.
I haven't heard voice inflection like that since Queen Latifah hosted the Colored Ladies of Laughter.
Yeah, you got a little black in you there.
Motherfucker don't want to sit in the back, sit up front.
Monique.
That's how you scare the white people in Houston. What you got to do, you got to add a little black to your voice, and they know you're not messing around down there.
Let's go to Alabama. Lance, what's up?
Hey, Bob.
Lance, just a flare.
Hey, I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. Hold my hand, please. Please hold my hand.
Jesus Christ. I love Alabama. I love when they call this show. All right, thank you, Lance. Well, Bob, that was very interesting. You did a good job there.
Well, thank you, Opie.
You really let that guy have it both barrels.
Did you get close to attacking him or anything like that?
Did I what?
Get close to attacking him?
You know what? At one point he tried to stare me down, At the end.
And what happened after the show? Did you see him?
I stood by the over by the bar where they walk out, but he just left. But you know what? Right after that, at the end of the show, he wound up laughing. He started laughing and having a good time, and it kind of annoyed me. And then I felt kind of bad because at the end of the show, I go, "What do you do?" And he told me he worked in a printing press. And I was like, oh, he's probably just a fucking idiot.
Well, maybe just a hard-working guy who has trouble showing his emotions and was enjoying the whole show until you were telling him.
Works in a printing press all day, figures he's going to go out for a night out on the town, have a little fun, and he gets berated by some limping maniac.
And just show people your psychotic,
some mad
introverted personality and stare at the floor and try not to laugh.
Some mad fucking Tibetan maniac. Some
Well,
warlord from fucking
Not everybody can
Genghis
deal with
Khan's
looking out
fat
in the crowd.
goddamn...
Not everybody can deal with looking out in the crowd and seeing people not laughing and be comfortable with it, Colin.
Oh, wow, that wasn't bad. I like that one.
He's implying. Hold on a second. He's implying that you stink.
Oh, I get it.
And you're used to people giving you that look.
Oh, I get it.
You fuck.
Shut up. I tell you what Bobby is. He's the Buddha's thug cousin. Like, if you ever saw a picture of any of the Buddhas in history, and there's always a cousin with a leather jacket next to them in the middle of some Tibetan Himalayan mountain, it's Bobby.
Did you just call me a fucking Buddhist thug cousin?
Yes. Yeah, but Bob, they're telling me we have to let you be.
Who's they, Opie? Who is they? You're
Opie's inner clock who wants the show to be successful.
Yes. You're they. There's no they. There's a bunch of free
Jimmy, is there
interns and you
people
and
telling us that he has to be?
Yes, there's a they. It's people in studio and everyone listening.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys.
How is your knee healing at all?
Yeah, nice talking to you.
I'm asking, actually.
Yeah, it's better now.
How many more weeks you got, you think, on your back and stuff?
This is the first gigs you're doing back, man. I haven't seen you at the Cellar in weeks.
Well, no, I'm going to work with Colin this weekend.
No, I know that, but I'm saying I haven't seen you at the Cellar in weeks.
Yeah, I couldn't even
Don't mention the club, by the way, you idiot. Shut up.
Caroline's all weekend long.
Why don't you describe where it really is to you? Directly across from Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kremes.
Man holding in his own kneecap can drink from my canteen anytime.
He drink patty water.
Colin, I forgot what you wanted me to say about you when I brought you up this week, so if you email that to me again.
Put the coffee down. Coffee is for closers. You call yourself a comedian, you son of a bitch.
Anyways,
here's Colin's intro. You might recognize your headliner if you have VCR tapes.
I swear I hope he chokes to death right now. And Dawn makes a quick decision and says, fuck it.
I didn't even say it, you fucking hell.
Shut up,
It
you
wasn't
cat.
even me.
You laughed too much. You enjoyed it too much.
It was Gollum sitting next to you. Say something to Precious. I didn't say nothing.
Leave half-formed larvae alone.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun for the rest of the show.
All right,
Thanks,
Bobby.
sincerity, idiot.
Yeah, nice well-wishings. Smoke and sit there with your sore legs, stupid.
I just said have fun.
That's what we don't like is
Nice
sincerity.
talking to you.
Exactly.
You guys, do you understand
Shut
how
up!
hard
Yeah.
that is?
How hard is it for you to jerk off with your one leg straight under the computer desk? You fucking sex addict creep. He's got his leg against the electrical socket and his foot
I had to
keeps getting
move my
zapped.
I had to move my power and my woofer.
Rotten straight leg just sticking out. Like cigarette ashes on it.
Yeah, well, it's nice talking to you.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks for coming over and visiting me, Norton.
Dude, I swear I'm going to come by and see you fucking as soon as you're up and about.
Do me a favor, don't bring any chicks over when you come by.
Oh, yeah, I brought donkey sausage.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I didn't, actually. That was Colin.
Shut your mouth, you lying
No,
punk.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. It was...
Bobby, you know exactly what happened. 'Cause
Absolutely
when
not.
She sat there, she was being a little inappropriate. And then we all knew, could you please keep your women in line?
How was she being inappropriate?
Like, she was like, Bob was sitting with Dawn, and he was kind of like injured on the couch, just kind of late at night, you know, we're kind of being semi-human. And she's leading him going, shut up, Bob, you fucking idiot. Not with these tits. And like, Dawn's like,
oh, right.
It was me, Colin, Keith, and
she was
her.
on. She was like being on, and everybody
being a
was
little
just kind of hanging out.
sexual.
Right.
She's my friend, but she's not my girl. Why would I take responsibility for someone else's unless you take responsibility for Keith?
I do take responsibility for all the Keiths in our country, if you know what I'm saying.
When fucking Keith walked in and he took off his red
Every
jacket
time-
and he left his lantern outside the door, I'm like, that is just absolutely rude.
Every time somebody comes out of the IND train with any blood, I go, I apologize for Keith and all his friends. You know, I think it's offensive what they do.
All right. Bobby.
Yo, run it.
Oh, we got rid of Bobby.
Who brought her over Bobby's house, though?
She
Jim!
just come, no, I didn't. I would tell you my
someone
brother.
had to bring her.
She was just come. We were all sitting there, and we
Please
said we were
don't.
go. It was your idea to go see Bob. I'm like, yeah, I'll go see
it was
Bob.
my idea to visit my friend who was injured. You're right.
Yes,
I'm
it
responsible.
was.
So.
I'm a creep.
So he wants to go, and a whole gaggle of people
That was the
follow.
way it was just kind of happening. I didn't say, hey, you want to come?
Okay, do you want to hear the exact words that happened since this
Yes.
guy has a selective memory?
Thin fingers. What?
I was sitting there.
You have AIDS
I go,
hands.
AIDS hands?
Yeah, your sickly hands really bother me.
I do. I am awful. But
They are
You're
I'm sitting there.
a little shaking cup of water, trying to take a pill.
Well, I'm trying to fill in since Voss didn't show up. I brought the next worst hands. I didn't even know about it.
Voss's hands are stiff and they get straight when he tries to be poignant, and he's just a dummy with claymation
I didn't
fingers.
even. I had no idea. Nobody told me. I was told Virginia Beach. So I'm sitting at the table. So I go to Selfish Keith. I go, Bobby's thing. You're going to pop by and visit? Because Bobby, when I spoke to him on the phone, I said, Keith might stop by. Yeah, you know what, man? Yeah, I'm going to go. Like it was a big favor. Who gives a damn, right? I'm going to go visit him. Like you're some erudite, like you're suddenly getting a visit from George Washington Carver. I'm going to go. And so then Jim's sitting there with Corinne. And Jim goes, maybe I'll stop by too. I got to get my mail anyway. Literally, that's what he said.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, great. Nice
so I go,
friend.
all right, cool. So I said, I understand. And then he was hanging out with Corinne. She was spending the night or whatever, a couple hours with him. So he didn't give her up. And I said on the steps of the Comedy Cellar, on the way to the club, I go, Jimmy, you're trying to, find a way to get her not to go because we're going to see our friend.
Well,
no, I wanted to go.
That. And did you say that?
I don't remember. I don't care if she goes. Why would I mind if she goes?
I don't remember. Well, yes.
Yes,
No,
you do remember. Call Rove, shut up.
No, she was just hanging at the Comedy Cellar. That was all she was doing.
Oh!
She does
Okay,
comedy.
that explains it.
Yeah.
Oh, she does comedy at the Cellar?
No, not at the Cellar. But she hangs out.
Okay. No, I was just wondering. So she was hanging at the Cellar, and then she came along as one of our crew, our regulars.
Listen, these stupid.
No, I'm just asking a question.
The only reason you even told me about it is because you wanted a ride. Fucking creep. It wasn't genuine.
No, I didn't want to ride after the night before. Don't ever fucking sneeze in my car. I'm a fucking pig. I'm a weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo. You sneeze.
You made an uncomfortable situation.
What were you afraid? If you put your thin hands up, your sneeze would blow them off?
Really?
Fucking skeleton fingers.
At least I admit everything I did. You're still
You
lying.
didn't admit it. You act like you turned your head and were courteous. You did. You tilted it to the right 3 degrees.
You know what? When you leave to L.A., I'm going to swoop in on this fucking job. Obviously, I've been zeroing in on it all week.
Yeah. He's been showing he can show up early.
Yeah, I show up early. I don't show up with a distracted sunglass, a distracted, busy face like I'm a goddamn nuclear scientist.
You show up only because you had to plug a gig. You don't care about the guys. You
Yeah,
only
you
care
don't.
about Caroline's.
Right,
I care about the
I
guys.
showed up because last week Opie invited me, and then you
He was being
me.
polite. What was he supposed to say? Don't come back?
You're very irritable. I don't want you taking that medication ever again.
You see the collection of people that keep calling this show because Opie invites them. Oh, my God.
Oh, fucking it's amazing. No matter who it is. Hi, how are you? Yeah, come on in. All right, I was just asking you for a quarter, mister. Who are you?
They all look at me hoping.
Ben comes in with
You're paranoid, Opie.
a stack of papers with, like, these Xerox pictures on them. Looks like mugshots going, did you talk to this guy? It's like a police questioning. What, did you talk to him? Did you invite this man down on June 19th? You said to him, yes, come down, you can be on the show.
Opie wants to be loved.
No, not at all.
He's not trying to be nice.
I just
you feel.
I don't like the confrontation when I'm not in the studio.
But the confrontation won't start.
So these people come over to me and they're hoping to come on the show.
Asking you, can I come on the show?
They're not asking you.
And if they don't ask you, don't have to say, come on down.
Yeah. All you have to do, if you really know how to work the world, you do.
I don't know.
Put on these producers, XM, these guys are scumbags. They're really fucking going tough. They want us to get names on. And then when I show up, everybody understands name. When Bob calls in, they don't understand.
We really have to take a break.
Yes,
we got
do.
A professional newsman checking in next.
Oh, he's going to give us a little news on the Shuttle launch.
Scott Walterman from XM News.
Yes.
On the way. And
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down those curtains.
Got to say hi to Hoagie real fast before break. Hoagie!
Hey, what's up?
From WhackBag.com. What's up, Hoagie?
Not much. I'm down at Club Risqué right now. Ooh. The Opie and Anthony van has arrived, and indeed there is an Opie and Anthony van.
Ah, they haven't painted over it.
Well, it looks like they might have rushed to put the wrap back on it.
Yeah, we don't know where the WOW motorcycle ride is because they haven't checked in a while.
I heard from them. I believe they're on around exit 8A on the turnpike right now.
Okay.
So they're about an hour away from Club Risqué, and they're on their way.
All right, very good. Thank you, Hoagie.
Hey, no problem.
Actually, we got Jim, who's part of the convoy, I guess.
All right.
Jim in Jersey. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, you got it, Colin. That's exactly where we are. We just passed 8A, just passed the car truck merge.
Colin,
we had a couple people that pulled into the rest area, and the rest of us are rocking and rolling down the turnpike.
What'd you pull into, Jim? The phone's crapping out.
They pulled into the turnpike, Jimmy.
All right, more motorcycles joining the ride?
Yeah, we've had a few join along.
Okay.
Not many, but we've had a few join along. We're doing good. We basically got everybody together.
Okay.
Which is a nice thing to do, is actually keep everybody together for a change.
That is a nice thing.
When you do a large run like this, you end up having people split up.
Right.
But actually, I think I just lost the whole crew.
All right, Jim, thank you.
I don't know if they pulled over. All right, later,
Good luck to you.
They're going to be at Club Risqué later on this morning. Want to take a quick call from Scott Walterman?
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
You're live on the Opie and Anthony program.
Hey, what's up?
Here he is, Scott Walterman.
Are we broadcasting the Shuttle launch today on XM?
Yeah, we're going to carry it on channel 133. We're going to go on the air about 3:30 Eastern. The launch is scheduled for 3:51 Eastern, 12:51 Pacific. So we'll do about 20 minutes leading up to the launch, listen to the launch, and stay with the vehicle till it gets to orbit.
Now, let me ask you a question, because a lot of people, a friend of mine was telling me that to launch, what they're looking at is possible thunderstorms. Now, is there going to be some kind of a thing because there was at one point a weather issue, or is there not like anything in that kind of works?
Yeah, there's an issue with the weather. They got to have a 20-mile clear around the radius of the Cape. The skies have to be clear, no thunderstorms, because in case something goes wrong, and they got to bring the shuttle back and land here at the Kennedy Space Center.
Is this thing taking off today, Scott?
Got a percentage?
I'd give it an 85%.
85%. Now, we had a little mishap this morning with the window cover coming off.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah. Is that making people nervous down there at the Cape? Kind of as an omen thing?
You think after 2 years we'd have stronger glue?
You know, it's kind of a weird deal. When it first happened, I was like, oh, my God, because especially since, the problem with the Columbia was
tile
falling down on the tiles,
Yeah, people are saying this could be a problem.
But what happened was there's windows on the shuttle. They got the windshield, and then there's these two windows right above the command capsule inside the vehicle.
Yep.
And when it's sitting on the pad, they have covers on the actual glass on the windows. One of them fell off.
Yeah.
Dropped about 60 feet and damaged 2 heat tiles.
Yeah.
Now, the heat tiles are glued to these panels, which are removable. So they pulled the panel off. They have a spare. They put the spare back on. And they say, not a problem. They're good to go.
Well, that area isn't really that critical either, as far as tiles go.
That area around Cape Canaveral, and this is not to be racist, is not safe. I had tinted panel windows, and a couple of, let's say, Latinos came along, and then I left it for 20 minutes, and they were gone, too. So they might have something to do with the law now.
Are you saying that perhaps somebody stole or was trying to steal these panels on the
Well,
shuttle?
I'm saying I know the area in Florida. There's a lot of vatos locos, as we like to call them, and they're known to remove panels in a matter of seconds.
Scott, are you familiar with Colin Quinn?
No.
A comedian, Colin Quinn?
Yeah. He was on MTV on that game show.
Wow.
Thanks, Scott.
That's exactly who he is and exactly how you should say it.
Thanks, Scott. MTV, that was my last gig.
Remote control.
Yeah, no. That game show.
I want to know a little bit. Scott, what do you do with XM? You're a news guy?
Yeah.
We don't have an XM news station, though, do we?
No, but we do a lot of stuff on the air like this.
So you kind of run around from channel to channel whenever a story pops up and kind of chime in? Because I know we have CNN and Fox. What do you do at XM?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I was trying to figure this out. I was like, yeah, we got this news guy. He's going to be talking about the shuttle thing. It's like, what does he do when the shuttle isn't launching?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep that question from being answered.
That's good.
From being asked. You know what I mean?
From being asked, because they might say, what does this guy do?
Have you done any reports on the shark attack, Scott?
Right.
What was your last story that you covered?
For XM?
Yeah.
We did Live 8.
Oh, Live 8. Okay. That's not really a story.
Who was the guy that was crying? That wasn't him, was it?
No, that was Bruce Kelly.
Did you hear that one, Scott?
Oh, yeah.
You're right over
crying? That crying guy from The Who?
Did you hear Bruce crying?
Yeah, that was on our channel.
Yeah,
I know.
Wonderful.
It really sounded tasteful, especially after the bombing last week that he was crying because they didn't play anything off Live at Leeds.
Is this going to be your first live shuttle launch there, Scott?
No, I've been here many times. Before I came to XM, I was at NBC and CBS and ABC and all the
And are you like a science reporter or?
No, just general assignment.
But you happen to be there for other shuttle launches, just coincidentally you were covering it for another channel?
Yeah.
Oh. It's usually left to the science or tech guys.
It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I've seen one from about 50 miles out at night, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah,
we're about 3 miles from the pad, and when that thing takes off, the first thing you see is the engines light.
Yeah.
And then you actually get kicked in the chest, like somebody took the flat hand and pounded you in the chest.
Again, that might
when
be
that
some of the
sound
people
wave
Colin was speaking about.
Then the ground starts to shake. You hear the rumble. It's pretty impressive.
And that's from 3 miles away.
Oh yeah.
So if you're 2 or 1 mile, it's got to be even more.
Yeah. It's funny because NASA sent out an email this morning. They said don't turn your car alarms on because the shuttle will set them off.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
That is funny.
What's the closest you could get?
This is it.
3 miles.
Well, as a civilian.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, I assume NASA's got people closer, but...
I would say the astronauts are a little closer.
Yeah.
Get it,
Anthony.
They're right in that thing.
So they're really thinking it's going to happen today, right?
Yeah, I would say, they're given, I think the last weather projection is their main concern right now is 60-40, 60 that they'll launch. But if I had to bet on it, I'd bet on launch today.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
All right,
Scott, thank you so much.
All right.
Scott Walterman, have fun, enjoy the show, and hopefully it will be safe.
You should videotape people that are 2 miles away getting blown back by it. That would be cool.
Well, it's going to be on XM 133 starting at what time?
About 3:30.
At 3:30.
Now, Scott, exactly what happens as this thing starts to take off? Like exactly what is going on when they count down, and what is the mood and stuff like that?
I think people are pretty...
We are going to make no friends
at XM.
None whatsoever at XM. If you keep hanging up on people in mid-sentence.
Hey, that was a group effort.
Yeah.
Just because Jimmy sets it up doesn't mean you got to hit it.
I didn't set it up. I was genuinely interested.
Oh.
Like you all didn't look at me going click.
Everyone did.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Tony in Philly before we take a break. Tony?
Yeah.
Tone?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I'm about to do an Assault on the Media, Channel 10. They have a show called 10, and it's live from the Lowe's Hotel, and I'm just going to go right up behind them in the back window and put some signs up for you guys.
Okay.
In Philly?
In Philly?
I just want to give you guys a heads up. It's only a Philly thing. I'm taping it, so I'll send a copy of the tape to Ben.
Yeah, we have the Assault on the Media contest happening right now, and still Buffalo Paul is in the lead. He did a great one in Buffalo.
And if you're sending it and you want Ben to open it, send it in a little baggie that's tied at the top.
Nice.
Can we please?
I just figured I'd give you guys a heads up so anyone in Philly can turn on the TV. And
all right, good luck to you. The best Assault on the Media for the month of July wins a MiFi and a day in the studio with us.
I saw 3 good ones yesterday for you guys. One was, is street fairs poison you?
Oh, yeah.
And the other one was, notes on malls for women. Find out if you're in danger.
Yep.
And then I forget the third one.
I heard the one with the street fair.
Street fair food. Is it poisoning you?
Yeah, we had that one yesterday.
Street fairs, they're fun. But is there a hidden danger?
How about the black dude that in the Howard Beach case that him and his friend the other day, they couldn't stop themselves. They robbed a Puerto Rican dude on the train.
Yeah. Grabbed his chain, his sneakers, gunpoint.
Yo, run that chain.
Yeah, that was great.
He's out of the lawsuit.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think he's getting any cash.
It's like, you're out of the law.
The lawyers will try to keep it out. Wow, that was after,
He's traumatized.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yo, run the chain.
He was striking back.
Oh, the effects of racism
like
are
that
long.
fucking Kunstler in the Black Rage defense.
Yeah. Stop it. Guilty.
We should regroup.
Should have all had a bat over the head.
We've all run out of energy. We got
not me, Hope. I'm peppering.
We got Chris Angel coming in studio.
Ooh. Who's Chris Angel?
He's like a rock and roll magician. He's like the real deal. I guess he's going to do something cool for us today at 10 a.m.
Oh, is he going to make Bob's stomach disappear?
As we go to break, Anthony,
Yes.
Bob Kelly crying.
Is this live?
Yes, we're live. Bruce, where were you, buddy?
I was right up under the photogs.
Bruce Kelly is a complete tool.
I'm sorry. I'm absolutely crying. I can't help it. I really can't. This is no fake. The whole moment just kind of kind of got to me.
Fucking crybaby.
It was just very. I mean, it's just the Who. I can't help but be a 14-year-old kid out there with the Who. And that's it.
You can't cry. There's no crying in satellite radio.
Sorry.
Oh.
This is very awkward. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
As a man, that is so tough to listen to.
I can't help but be a 14-year-old kid out there with the Who. That's it. Sorry.
Fucking crybaby.
I'd be crying if I had to watch The Who too, but for different reasons.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Because you're a faggot, all right?
Anthony and I came up with something years ago. Basically, it says,
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Big, luscious,
juicy ones.
Wow.
The swinging tribute to unrestrained female anatomy.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Love it.
Hi, welcome back to the Opie and Anthony program here on XM Satellite Radio. I'm Anthony, and there's Opie with a mouthful of banana.
I got the
and
Kelly.
Jimmy, hi.
I got the crying Kellys confused.
You got the weeping Kellys all confused. You went to break saying, we'll go to break with the crying Bob Kelly.
Yeah, and it was
and
Bruce Kelly.
It was Bruce Kelly.
We've discussed this a lot off the air. They're known as out-of-shape blubbering idiots number 1 and out-of-shape blubbering idiot number 2.
The Kelly sisters.
Yeah,
that was my favorite.
The Kelly sisters.
Wow, run, we lost Keith. What does this mean? Steve.
Yo.
What's up?
We lost Keith.
What do you mean?
We don't know. A bunch of us, we don't know what Keith is. I think they peeled off and went on to the Garden State Parkway. We're on the Jersey Turnpike.
They're all over the place.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Now,
Well, we picked up a few people. Somebody's got a flag hanging out of a broken-down Ram Charger. I think it's holding the roof on.
wow, lost Keith. That sucked.
we lost
He's got to be all alone with Patty.
All right. Well,
oh, no.
hopefully we can get Keith to call. Hopefully we can get Pat from Menaki to call again with our new creation, Andrew.
Yeah, they're there with Pat and Andrew are riding together. We haven't heard from them at all.
Hold on a second. Pat, empty van, Keith, Patty. I don't want to think of the possibilities.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
All right.
All right, Anthony. We were just talking. Actually, we weren't teasing that assault on the media in Philly that was going down.
Yeah.
Now we got an update. Let's say hi to Scott in PA. Scott.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just saw your assault on the media on 10.
Okay. Oh, you did? What happened?
I live about 30 minutes north of Philly. Yeah, it was kind of weak, but it was a good execution. I'll give him that.
Well, walk us through it. What happened?
The guy walked up. He had signs with tape on 4 corners of the sign. And he stuck it right to the window, right behind where they were sitting.
Yeah.
But it was a little dark because they put the yellow words on the black background.
Yeah.
But it was real dark, so you really couldn't see it. But it was slick. I'll give him that. But
a little dark.
It was a little too high.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
All right.
Another report coming in from Jim in Philly. Jim?
Yeah, it's Joe, but...
Joe, sorry.
It was terrible. The assault on the media was dreadful. You made out the letter W. If the guy didn't say what he was doing, I would have just thought it was some retard from Philly slapping signs on the thing.
Oh, it was an awful assault on the media?
It was absolutely dreadful. All you saw was the back window, they're tinted, and a guy walk up and stick 3 pieces of poster board to it, and another guy come by about a minute later and rip them down. It was absolutely horrible. All right, guys, punching out.
The sound of failure right here. That might take over for the Crickets, Anthony.
I like that
and
one.
Possibly the car crash, by the way.
My favorites.
All right, well, he attempted the assault on the media. The best one in July will win the MiFi and a day in the studio with Opie and Anthony, okay? We're going to do this every month, by the way, for a while.
Yeah.
And so far, Buffalo Paul's in the lead, and his video is up on opieandanthony.com. Okay?
Right.
All right, we could do Celebrity Fit Club audio. We could do the One TV edit thing. The only reason I'm thinking of doing this again because it made it up on Fark.com.
Yeah, it's up on Fark.
And I think this is worth playing again.
Yep.
What do you think?
I liked it.
Because the Celebrity Fit Club audio is going to take some time, and we got Chris Angel just filling out paperwork, and then he's going to come in and do some magic for us. I've seen his stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, he keeps you interested.
I like magic.
You like magic, Jimmy?
It scares me.
Sometimes I get very frightened.
Man, Clayton at the front door.
What's that?
What happened?
Your man Clayton at the front door is a very diligent worker. Had me sign in.
Really?
Like, do I really have to? He says, yeah. Roberta walked in. He goes, oh, no, you can go. I'm like, excuse me, why am I signing in?
Yeah, why do you sign in and
he goes,
your chick
aren't
doesn't?
you working for Chris Angel? No.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm Anthony's brother, Joe.
Doesn't
that
know.
kind of threw him for a little bit of a loop.
He's just an intern.
Why is an intern doing
He's a kid.
sign-in? Why is an intern at the front door like that?
Uh-oh.
Where is Master Poe?
Where's Poe?
Where is he?
He's not here.
Where'd he go?
Don't know. He's not here.
He's not in the front. We haven't seen him. He's gone.
Uh-oh.
Went off
Did he go on the motorcycle ride?
Did he go to Philly?
No.
Don't know.
All the bikes were gone, and he was still here.
What happened to Master Poe?
He's off on some secret mission, killing something.
I had to go.
Gentlemen.
Seek and destroy mission, gentlemen. Where is
That's
he?
a damn good Poe impression.
Poe. Everyone does their Poe impressions around here.
Steve does the best
Gentlemen.
one. What? But the intern is now the head of security? Is that true?
Oh, what is that?
And who's that guy? He looks like an FBI agent.
He looks like John LaRoquette is what he looks like.
What the hell's going on around here?
That guy's in with Chris Angel.
Yeah.
He's his assistant.
Why is an intern sitting in a security booth?
Head of security.
Well, I'll tell you, like I said, he's pretty diligent.
Diligent?
Yeah.
Okay. Travis will get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, nice haircut.
Thanks. Yeah.
Jesus.
That haircut is very marine. Got like the jarhead thing going.
Yeah. Are you going to shoot the president for Jodie Foster, the fucking sociopath?
Yeah, well, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Travis Bickle.
Yeah, Travis Bickle.
Thanks. But no, apparently Poe had to leave, and so he put Clayton in charge of watching the door.
Had to leave for what?
I have no idea. He just said he has to leave. Ben knows why. And
okay, Ben.
Well, where's Ben?
Where's Ben? Ben knows why.
Ben knows why Master Poe left. All right, now
I opened up a goddamn can of worms, didn't I?
You got to know. Why is there an intern for security guy?
Now we're searching for the producer of the Opie and Anthony show. That's could take a while.
I know. If it looks like he's looking at a record album really closely, that'll be him.
But he doesn't even like Yes.
Yeah.
Where's Ben?
He must have the sniffles. Why is he
here
looking
he
so
is.
closely at himself in a mirror?
Ben's on his tiny little cell phone. He's pacing outside the door on his tiny little cell phone.
Ben,
What
Ben,
happened?
come here.
Wow, is Ben pissed now?
Where's Ben?
I don't know.
Here he is.
There he is.
What happened to Master Poe?
He went to court. He's in court.
Oh.
What about the building guy?
It's just
What happened?
Problem?
What's wrong with the building guy?
I guess the outside on the sidewalk was a mess.
Too bad.
A
Tell
mess?
the building guy to go clean it. We're busy.
It's a street in
Yeah.
Manhattan.
You know, we don't give Ben enough credit. He has to deal with shit that we never hear about.
I know.
Yeah.
They left a mess on the sidewalk, so they're giving Ben hell today.
Well, Ben, let's give Ben a broom and tell him to get out there and fix things.
Right. Sweep up.
All right, anyway. One of our new bits is this TV edit thing. We love this.
Yeah.
We got to get some more examples of movies where they butcher it for TV.
Yeah, you got your favorite movies. You watch them on regular TV, and they butcher them. They cut them apart. They take the words and add in their own words for the curse words to clean them up, and they're ridiculous, and they're done in different voices. And we figured it was a good opportunity to take some of the stuff that's been on our show, because it's satellite radio. We're able to speak our minds and say whatever we want as far as language goes, and maybe replace it like they do on those network television movies.
So maybe we could get back on commercial radio?
Yeah, this is the way our show would be.
No, thank
this
you.
is a great idea. Now, let's say Infinity Broadcasting, for example, comes to us and goes, look, we need you to do, let's say, a morning show because our morning guy's gone.
And why would they do that?
Let's say they did. And
let's just say they did.
They go, we need a cleaned up
FCC-friendly version of your program. This is perfect for what we'd give him. This would be what we would give him.
And by the way, Steve is working on a couple new ones.
Of course he is. Steve's always working.
And this is on fark.com, F-A-R-K.com.
Uh-huh.
We love fark.com. So basically, here's Jim Norton going off, and then we'll play the TV edit of the same line.
Hey, guys, how you doing? Long-time listener. Glad to have you back. Love
Jeff, welcome to the program.
Hey, got to tell you, you got to get rid of Norton. Dump this guy because he sucks.
What?
All right. This is that same audio cleaned up for TV. Yes, Jimmy?
Just listening to that, I can't tell you how much I hate this guy.
Of course.
It bothers you mostly because you gave him such a warm welcome.
Oh, it didn't matter. I did it.
Yeah.
It means nothing to me. It was just kind of funny, actually. But
we have our haters out there, Jimmy.
Dude,
there are people that hate every single one of us,
not
except
me.
Anthony.
Not me, though. Everyone likes
Anthony's
me.
perfect.
Everyone likes me, which is great.
Like to spit in his face. I swear to God, I hope he's dead, and I'm not even trying to be funny.
No one hates Anthony. They all love him. Ugh.
I have some people that are a little impartial to me. That's all. No real hatred. No.
Hey, guys, how you doing? Long-time listener. Glad to have you back. Love
Jeff, welcome to the program.
Hey, got to tell you, you got to get rid of Norton. Dump this guy because he stinks.
What?
Is that great? You haven't heard this yet, Joe?
Because he stinks. Isn't that great?
That's just the first one. It gets much better here. So here's Jim again.
Every time he opens his mouth, he drains the funny from the room.
Whoa, easy there, Jeff.
Oh, I got to tell you, hey, Norton, Bob Kelly was on the other day. I couldn't tell the difference between him and you. Get a new stick, buddy. You stole it from him. You're a one-trick pony.
Yeah, your mother's a one-trick pony, too. When I give her money, she sucks my dick and eats my ass. You fucking fan with an opinion. Your mother's a trick-turning pony. She sucks horse cock while bad 70s music plays.
Funny little troll.
Here's that same line cleaned up for TV or commercial radio.
Every time he opens his mouth, he drains the funny from the room.
Whoa, easy there, Jeff.
Oh, I got to tell you, hey, Norton, Bob Kelly was on the other day. I couldn't tell the difference between him and you. Get a new stick, buddy. You stole it from him. You're a one-trick pony.
Yeah, your mother's a one-trick pony, too. When I give her money, she
shines my shoes and heeds my words. You flippin' fern
with an opinion. Your mother's a
tried and true pony. She sings punk rock
while bad 70s music plays.
Funny little troll.
I love this.
Wow, that's what they do on
that is priceless
on television. By the way, I would gather just from looking out these windows, I would gather the volume is turned up full outside, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm looking at some of our guests out there, horrified at the first.
They're learning about satellite radio.
The first version of the Jimmy rant.
Well, they're learning about satellite radio. Here we go. More of Jimmy, the original line.
Unfunny little troll, buddy.
That's the best you have? Unfunny little troll? I say your mother sucks pony dick on film, and you call me a troll? Do I trip-trap under a bridge? Drop dead, motherfucker.
And they're even more horrified.
Who doesn't love Jimmy? I don't get it.
Here's that same line cleaned up.
Yeah, unfunny little troll, buddy.
That's the best you have? Unfunny little troll? I say your mother strips furniture on film, and you call me a troll? Do I trip-trap under a bridge? Drop dead, Mr. Falcon.
I love the fake curses Steve came up with. All right, a little more of Jimmy.
I'm not a professional. You're a professional.
You're not a professional. You're a fucking nobody. You're an anonymous zero.
Same line, cleaned up.
I'm not a professional. You're a professional.
You're not a professional. You're a faking nobody. You're an anonymous zero.
Faking. That's one they use a lot on TV.
This one's really good. Jim's original line.
I may suck, but your mother swallows and takes it on the face.
Hey, my mother may take it on the face, but at least she's funnier than you, motherfucker.
She's not funnier than me. The only thing funnier about her is she's a woman with a cock. That's what's funny about your mother. And she dangles it over your father's face like a Roman war helmet.
Oh. Here's the cleaned up version. The caller is played by Nathaniel.
Yes.
In this next track.
I may stink, but your mother swats flies and shaves her face.
Hey, my mother might shave her face, but at least she's funnier than you, Mike Foxtrot.
She's not funnier than me. The only thing funnier about her is she's a woman with a beard. That's what's funny about your mother. And she dangles it over your father's face
like a rug from Persia.
What a great job.
Steve's hard at work on 2 new ones, so hopefully by tomorrow. All right, here's the final little bit of this.
You're the worst, man.
I may be the worst, but I'm well paid and you're a listener. So sit there, boy, and listen. Put on your headphones and listen, little fella. I drain the funny out of a room the way your mother drains semen out of black cocks.
Oh, Jesus.
Where'd he go?
I don't think he could take it.
Wow.
And finally, that same line, cleaned up for TV or commercial radio.
You're the worst, man.
I may be the worst, but I'm well paid and you're a listener. So sit there, boy, and listen. Put on your headphones and listen, little fella. I drain the funny out of a room the way your mother
drinks seltzer on the rocks.
Where'd he go?
I don't think he could take it.
Seltzer on the rocks. That is absolutely the kind of drivel they put into movies in place of the curse words.
Production-wise, I don't know what was better, Steve's impression of Jimmy or Jimmy's impression of Steve.
That's a good one.
Do each other well.
Steve does a good Jimmy impression.
It's really good. That's up on Fark.com. Bravo to Steve. And Nathaniel helping out on that bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to Jim in Jersey. Jim?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, bro.
We got a bunch of the guys here. We got like 8, 10 guys here, maybe 15, and we got all the cars. We're going to turn around and take off from here. We don't know where Keith is. We don't know where everybody is. So we're going to rock out of here and go.
Well, everyone knows how to get there, so that's what I was assuming they wouldn't be able to keep it together.
Everything, so we're in good shape.
At this point, it's every man for themselves. Get to Club Risqué in Philly.
That's it.
It's the Wild Motorcycle Ride on the Opie and Anthony show today. All right, thank you, Jim. We should take a break, and let's get Chris Angel in here next, okay?
Rock.
It was Whip 'em Out Wednesday, so I flashed some guy on the Long Island Expressway. He was involved in a 7-car pileup. There was blood and carnage everywhere. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi, welcome back to the Opie and Anthony show. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Opie.
You don't sound like Opie.
Kidding.
And Opie, I guess they went to the bathroom together, him and Jimmy. They do that a lot. I go into the bathroom, I have to use the stall. It's the first stall, right to the left when I go in, which for some reason somebody takes a dump in on a daily basis and doesn't flush. And it's like someone just dumped a can of Dinty Moore beef stew in the bowl and left it there. And then I get out of there and I go to wash my hands, and there's Jimmy and Opie right next to each other, peeing at the urinal, like chatting, talking.
You can't do that.
I'm not that comfortable with other guys when they have their cocks in their hands.
I was in the Army. Me and you differ in so many ways, man.
I know. Well, that's just it. You were in the Army. I wouldn't have been able to be in the Army just for... And I remember a letter you sent talking about the bathroom situation in the Army. And I went, well, there was ever a thought that I might join the military. It's over because I cannot sit on a toilet that is in an open room with other guys.
No privacy.
Just sitting there.
No privacy.
What's going on,
sit
guys?
down and bullshit, carry on the conversation.
Yeah. So, I pulled that detail yesterday. It was just an awful situation. Well, let's just sit there on a bowl in a room. There weren't any stalls or anything, right?
Nah.
Yeah, see, I got it. Even to take a leak. And Jimmy and Opie are just right next to each other every day.
No.
Dicks in hand, talking.
There's always urinal between us.
Yeah, but that's just because of the way you stand. I try to stand in the middle sometimes, and this way you can't win.
Well, sometimes Jimmy goes into the stall next to mine, and he'll start talking, and I'll just see a stream of his piss coming underneath. He'll be pissing into my stall.
Yeah,
he'll just start pissing.
But he doesn't want Colin to sneeze in his
car. Or I'll ease my foot under the door and try to touch his foot underneath the stall.
As he just goes, psst, The creepy psst from the other stall. He's a sick man.
Wait till I get mirrors on my shoes.
All right, let's say hi to Keith the cop. We have found him. Keith.
Finally.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? Sorry, I had to make up a little time.
We hear everyone is going their own way at this point.
No, we still got at least 100 bikes with us.
Okay.
It just, we had to make up a little time for Stuttering Andrew.
What happened?
No, I'm saying he took up a little airtime this morning. That's all. But, no, we're on the way. We're about 15 miles out. We're at the Walt Whitman truck stop here. Whole bunch of big rigs with wild stickers on them. A lot of big smiles. And I'll be there at the club probably within the next 20, 25 minutes.
How's Patty?
She is just insane psychobabble. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I used to go fishing here when I was a kid with driving. What the fuck is he talking about?
Fishing?
Take a helmet and spin it 180 degrees.
I just don't get it.
She used to go fishing in Jersey?
Probably Delaware. They pass Delaware at all? No, they don't pass Delaware.
I don't know what
A lot of the girls flashing?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Things are working out very, very well.
On this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday, yes.
The girls from Sports Sexy are turning out to be true sport.
Damn it, we didn't see anything.
Well, you missed it.
Even Colin said as he's leaving, he's like, what is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, you guys should have him a flash.
Yeah. We just thought they weren't going to do it. We're getting lazy, I guess. All right, Keith. Well, we'll see the pictures later tonight on OpieAnthony.com.
He was yelling at us for that.
We at the club.
Yeah, he was giving you a good scolding.
Well, yeah, it's like he goes, you should have him flash. And we're like, Colin, we've been through this before. They just don't flash. They flash! You guys are jaded.
You know what that's about. He wanted to see it.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why he came in. He wanted to see it.
All right, why don't we get Chris Angel in here?
Righto.
He's a magician, and
you're going to have to relinquish your spot there, Joe.
Sure.
That's the guest spot.
Ooh.
Chris Angel, Mind Freak, Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on A&E, beginning July 20th, a new show. And here he comes into the studio. What?
Where?
Chris Angel, Mind Freak, Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on A&E, beginning July 20th. Right, Chris?
That's right. Guys, thanks very much for having me. Let me get something out of the way. Fuck.
There you go.
All right. In the spirit of Opie and Anthony,
Finally.
Congratulations on 3 months, too, guys.
Well, a little more than 3.
Well, it says out there 3 months. So.
Wow, that's an old sign.
Yeah, we got to update our signs around here.
What are we leaving that thing laying out there?
It's congratulating us on 3 million subs, too, or something like that.
It was?
And now we're up to like 4.5 or something.
Yeah.
But there you have it. Hey, I hope you're better than Kreskin. Actually, I shouldn't even say that because I've seen your stuff and you're much better than Kreskin.
You got any? Is Kreskin like an influence or a hero?
No.
Thank God.
We stupid Kreskin.
We have Kreskin come in every once in a while. We haven't had him on.
He's a nice guy, but
he's finally on to us, and I don't think he'll do the show anymore because we're just.
Good, my hand. The way he shakes hands.
Yeah.
He grabs your hand and shakes it real hard, and you want to smack those big, thick glasses off his head.
He would come in with TV makeup on because he's convinced he has to go do a press conference somewhere, and then we'll ask him where's the press conference, and he'll be very vague. And
you never know. Yeah, it's in a hotel room, and what networks are showing up? Well, there's a couple of guys from.
Listen, guys, I gotta go.
Kreskin.
And then just doing the hackiest stuff for us.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I won't do shit for you.
He made Art Bell sick.
Huh?
Art Bell finally booted Kreskin off his show because Kreskin was on the Art Bell show, and he did some UFO thing that was just such bum.
Right. I remember the UFO thing.
Oh, we talked to him about the UFO thing. He was going to... What was that one about again?
That a UFO was going to show up over Nevada, and it was going to be videotaped. He had predicted it was going to happen. And then... I don't even know what happened. He said it showed up. There was no record of it, no video, but he said it then.
Yeah. What a wacko you have to be for fucking Art Bell to go, oh, look, beat it. Finally.
Yeah.
Beat it, stupid.
But he had a whole gimmick where he was like doing predictions and stuff like that. What's your gig?
What's my gig? Well, my gig is on A&E. I do a variety of things. I do these large demonstrations of the mind, body, and spirit. So, like recently, I hung by 4 fish hooks through my back from a helicopter 1,000 feet above Valley of Fire in Las Vegas.
Stop.
Like Omar.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking insane.
You got the marks?
The marks on my back. I lit myself on fire in a 20-foot fireball in the middle of Fremont Street, completely and around. I actually did a twist where at the end, after burning for 45 seconds, I vanished and was one of the guys putting me out. I Jonathan Davis some corn. Shot a .223 round. He's a marksman. A lot of people don't know that, but he's really into guns. And I caught it 33 feet away from me in a metal cup that I was holding in my mouth. Rob Zombie buried me alive, which is something Houdini always wanted to do, tried to do, got pulled out of the earth. I was 9 feet under the ground, 6 feet of dirt over me, and basically thought it took me a half hour to escape and dig my way out. It took me an hour and 20 minutes. What else?
Wait, that wasn't an illusion of some sort? Nah. You had to get out and dig your way out of the ground?
A lot of what I do is completely real, no bullshit. A lot of it's completely bullshit. So yeah, it's like I try to blur the line between what's real and what's reality.
How did you breathe underground?
It was basically honestly. Here you go. Here's the answer. In the coffin itself, it had air. I do something called shallow breathing, which is something that you really maximize the air that you have in it.
We do shallow thinking.
Yeah. And basically, when I dug my way out, there's air pockets in the dirt because when I put the dirt back in there, they're not compacting it. So it's basically you can get little areas of
like a little mole.
You have to look for fucking air pockets in dirt. Jesus, that's really claustrophobic.
Unfortunately, I don't have a radio show, so I have to like actually do shit that I can kill myself.
Remember that guy? There was a guy that got that glass coffin. And he got into it, and they piled the dirt on, and then after a few feet of dirt on, you just saw the dirt, and then cement, and you just saw the whole thing go blip, and a little air bubble went bloop out of the cement.
A guy named
Dead.
Joe Burris. Actually, we took the footage and just wanted to show people that, what the consequences could be, and, unfortunately, he lost his life.
It puts 1,000 pounds of cement on top of a glass coffin?
It was like 16,000 pounds.
Yeah, 16,000 pounds.
It caved in on him and just crushed him?
Crushed, suffocated.
Done.
That's it, you're done. Spent.
The video of it is
They pulled him out immediately, right?
Yeah.
Like they saw what happened? I didn't see it.
It's actually on my episode Rob Zombie hosted. We actually watched that, and we got that footage in the show so people can see that. But, it's I actually put a little in honor to him and other magicians who have lost their life. There's 12 magicians who tried to catch a bullet in their mouth and died. So, a lot of what I do is completely real. There's no bullshit.
Well, that's kind of cool. Like I like how you said that, blurring the line between what's bullshit and what's real and or an illusion. That kind of keeps people thinking, like, is he really doing this, or is it set up and
exactly. And I think that's what makes it interesting. I think magic has been treated in a way where it's not popular culture. It's like a cheap novelty. Magicians are shoving girls with leotards in fucking boxes, and it's like really tired and old and really cheesy. So I wanted to do it in a way where I combined, original music, sensibilities of today.
Chris, you said that was a .223 round.
Yeah.
Too? That's a military. That's a military round. That is a high velocity round at 33 feet.
Yep. Yeah. But we had a metal cup. I had to take a mold
Bravo
of my
Sierra,
mouth,
or?
and it was a specific type of metal that was a ballistics expert actually designed it with this metal fabricator, and they made it. They did testing
on it. That thing is so fast.
And he shot you in the mouth.
Yeah, he had a laser sight on, so he made sure he lined it up first.
And that wasn't BS?
You can watch it for yourself, man.
Man,
wow. See it for yourself.
I don't know if you're friends with him, but I can't stand David Blaine. I can't stand him.
I like David. You know,
we should actually call him and see why he's such a fucking wimp and he won't face his biggest fear, me.
Oh,
we should do.
Really?
Yeah, because he goes into press and he he has things. Oh, I'll do something with Chris side by side and see who can do something longer, and then he fucking stands in a box and goes to London because he can't face me here. And then
he's a hack, man. I have to say, when he was just standing in a block of ice and then does that the glass box thing in London, it's like who cares?
Yeah, and people. I mean, it's not elevating the art form. It's not using his ability. It's not very provocative. I always say that I don't look behind me. I always look ahead of me, and the world's big enough for everybody, but unfortunately what I don't like is people that go around and say shit and then they can't back it up.
Can you do that floating thing he does, or is that how does he do that?
Yeah, actually I do a lot on the premiere night on July 20th at 10:30. At 10 o'clock the first show starts. The second half hour has me doing a bunch of different levitations that no one has ever done. I do them in the middle of Times Square in Fremont Street. I actually do it to people, and
that's the freakiest thing to watch.
The hardest thing is that everybody has cameras now and the internet, so you have to really be on your game, or else you're completely fucked.
Could you do it?
Right, I'm going to do something else for you right now. Hey, check this out.
See you float.
Yeah.
Well, the David Blaine thing, that's just an angle.
It's the angle, and then you
everyone
take
can
the
do
foot,
that.
do the 1 foot thing.
If you buy my book,
Oh,
I have a book coming out. It's called 55 Mind Freaks, and in it I actually demonstrate.
Yeah, that one's an
how
easy
to do
one,
it.
Jimmy.
It's called Balducci levitation.
And at the same time, he makes money appear in his bank accounts.
Wow.
Yeah. That's good.
So, David, if you're listening to this, you should really return a call and don't go and talk shit if you can't back it up, man.
Wow. Ooh. I picture two wizards going at each other with lightning bolts coming out of their fingers. What is this now? You got some thread?
Some thread for you.
And we're filming this for the website.
Yeah, I know. People are like, come on,
radio,
Magic on the radio, knock it off. But shut the fuck up.
All right, so he's
chewing it up. He's put the thread in his mouth, and he's chewing it.
Chewing up the thread. Okay, he's chewing.
I'm chewing.
There's about a, 12-inch piece of thread, right? Okay.
Good on the measurement there, Opie. That's what I was going to say. I was going to do it in centimeters.
All right, now he's pulling it out of his eye, Anthony, I think.
Get the fuck out of here. Stop it.
Come on.
Yeah.
He's pulling it out of his eye.
Holy shit.
Stop.
God,
Jimmy, you're really close.
Yeah, it's really unpleasant to look at.
Oh, don't break. Ow.
Oh, all right. How did you do that?
Ow.
What?
The question is, why do you do that?
Hey, check this out.
Ow.
Some forks.
A fork?
Check it out, right?
Wait.
I'll just say one other thing real quick.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, watch.
It's a real fork.
Real fork.
So I'm going to just take it. I'm going to shake it like this.
Oh, no.
All right, he's shaking the fork, yep.
Watch the camera. It's going to start bending. You'll see it bend. Look. See it going?
Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Oh, man. Come on.
That fork tine just bent.
Come on.
Yeah, show you another one. Watch.
Wait a minute. All right. And explain this.
He's got a fork. He's holding it by the handle. He's shaking it between his thumb and forefinger.
Going back real fast.
Yeah.
Back and forth real fast.
Come on.
The top of it just fell off.
He just broke the fork.
I love that stuff.
We can actually try something with a cola,
That's
too,
freaky.
if you want.
Yeah?
Can you please help me get laid?
Absolutely. Just teach you a couple of tricks, man.
That's pretty wild.
The thread thing was amazing, pulling that out of his eye.
Sick.
All right.
Amazingly, he made the couch under my girlfriend get all wet, too.
Nice.
Let's say hi to Eric.
Hey, guys, good morning.
What's up, Eric?
I saw this guy on Party at the Palms with McCarthy Girl. He pulled that stunt with a thread from the eye. I almost started to cry like Bob Kelly.
So you've seen the thread trick?
I've seen the thread. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
He puts the thread in his mouth. He chews it up and
he pops it out of his eye.
Yeah, then he pulls it out of his eye.
Yeah. But the trick was you see Jenny McCarthy.
That's it, and her boobs.
Yeah.
Very nice.
In really good shape now.
She had a good variety show at one point. Just some really funny sketches.
All right, you want to do something with the caller, you're saying?
I love your sarcasm, Jimmy.
Sure, if you'd like to. We could just actually... You want to just shuffle these up and check them out?
All right, let's
Check
try.
the cards.
Hey, Rich.
Old school here.
Yeah. Boston. Chris Angel's going to do a trick with you, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Chris Angel Mind Freak as we shuffle the cards. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on A&E beginning July 20th. Go ahead, Chris.
What's your name, man?
Huh?
What's your name?
Rich.
Rich. All right, Rich. I want you to think of a card. Don't tell me what it is.
All right.
Don't shoot this yet. I placed one card face down.
In the deck?
In the face, yeah, in the deck itself. What I want you to do is I want you to think of that card. You're thinking of a number card. Don't think of the ace of spades or anything like that, okay?
All right.
Think of like a card like, you're thinking of a number card?
I wasn't, but I can.
But don't think of the ace of spades. Think of a number card, all right?
All right.
All right. You're thinking of a red card, am I right?
Yep.
Okay. What card are you thinking of?
Eight of diamonds.
The 8 of diamonds. Any reason why the 8 of diamonds?
No.
No reason.
No reason.
All right, he's got a deck of cards, Anthony.
Yeah.
That was closed. And now he's opening up the deck of cards.
Fan them out, Opie.
Fan them out.
There's one upside down in the deck.
Right.
He's taken it out, placed it face down on the console in front of him.
What was the card again?
8 of diamonds.
Turn it over.
show.
Get the fuck out of
The
here.
Eight of Diamonds.
Oh, that's
Usually there's like 3 steps to a
Yeah.
trick like that.
No.
This was just, it's there.
Was it Eight of Diamonds?
Of course it
Yeah,
was.
of course it was. We'd be laughing at him. It's very creepy.
We just filmed the whole thing. We'll get it up on opieandanthony.com later today.
That's amazing.
That's
That's goddamn
ridiculous.
amazing.
Thanks.
That's fucking crazy.
Magicians annoy the piss out of me.
Yeah.
I can't ever
All right,
figure it
put that
out. I just dwell on it for
Spades,
hours.
Yeah,
Diamonds.
I'm one of these guys that can't just enjoy it. I have to try to figure out.
I know.
How
It's like,
That's
how
everybody.
you would do it.
Everybody
You
thinks
think?
that way.
I
Everyone.
know.
Okay.
But now we know it's not like, it's not demons. We know
Yeah.
that this is just a thing, and it's just no one can figure it out.
A lot of it though is you guys go to a break. If we have a chance, I'll try something with you, like basically to get inside your head. I'm talking about your brain, but it's basically mentalism and uses a lot of psychology and stuff like that, and a lot of people perceive it as psychic and stuff. There's no such thing as psychics don't exist. It's bullshit. But basically, what you do is you utilize your abilities to read human behaviors, know a little bit about psychology, and have some techniques, and you can create these effects that people really believe that you do this stuff. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out like Jonathan Edwards and others who exploit and take advantage of people who are vulnerable for their money. Which really
I don't
sucks.
believe in Jonathan Edwards
He's
at
just doing
all.
cold reading, man. That's all it is. It's like
What do you mean?
basically-
Explain.
Cold reading is when you basically, if I'm talking to you and I say, I'm basically pumping you for information, and you're telling me the answers, but yet I present it as if I'm finding things, and by your reactions, by your body language, by how you react, I know whether I'm getting hot or cold. It's like playing
Right.
It's like hot and cold game or
Searching
something.
around.
Yeah, so you basically make a general statement just by the way you see somebody dressed, or you see a girl, and if you always say that you're vulnerable, but you have a guard up, everybody can relate to that, and they're going to think you're talking about them, and eventually you get more information. You could just you can just really fuck with people.
As a magician, right, or a mentalist, do you ever see the Uri Geller just eating
Yeah.
balls on the Tonight Show? How uncomfortable is that?
Wait, what was that about again?
See, the problem
The
is
Amazing
that
Randy, right, is the one that sung.
Yeah, Amazing Randy is actually a friend, and
He
yeah,
better be a friend.
Yeah, Yuri
He
Geller.
wrecks careers.
Yeah,
man.
no, well, you can't go out there and claim that you fucking do this stuff, and he's doing it like I just did for you the fork stuff. He does a lot of fork bending stuff. That the difference is that he claims like he has his power or something like that, and that doesn't fly. He made a good living at it, but yeah, it was funny on Johnny Carson when he put him to the test. He's like, do this and. Under these conditions, he's like, I don't feel it right now. Yeah.
It was something like he would move the table and he would notice the way the thing moved. He was really subtle, and he would know where the water was or something. But then I think Amazing Randy said, glue it down, where he can't pull that shit. And this dummy is just sitting there in a sweater in front of 30 million people, staring at everything that's not moving.
Well, it's like if you take
oh, he ate his balls good.
If you take the pen, right, and you put it down,
great.
and then I can move this. But if you take the pen and you say like, all right, put some styrofoam balls on it and move the pen without, you could see, because he was using techniques that would reveal by having it
Why
covered.
it's moving, right?
Yeah, why it's moving. So he wouldn't want it.
He ate it.
Yeah.
Oh, in front of the whole country. It wrecked him in the States for a long time.
Big time, yeah.
Wrecked him, damn near. No.
That's very cool. You need some Visine for your eye.
Yeah,
by the way.
I know, man.
I noticed.
It always.
Well, you're pulling string out of him.
That's cool. I'll get it out.
He's got his own special brand, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's great. A&E?
Yeah, it's A&E, July 20th, 10 o'clock. It's called Chris Angel Mind Freak. I'm on every week, Wednesdays at 10 o'clock for like 21 weeks.
What murder show is it on after?
Actually,
A&E.
we're on after a show called Ink, which is a new show. It's all about tats. And
cool.
it's shot actually in the Palms as well. So it's we got a lot of great guests. Like I said, Rob Zombie, Jonathan Davis from Korn, Mandy Moore, Penn and Teller, a bunch of people, and it's a very unique show. So if you're interested, check it out. Go to chrisangel.com.
You have any other tricks?
You
said if we take a break, you could set up something.
Yeah, I'll show you something if you got a minute to take a break.
All right, why don't we do that, and we'll continue with Chris Angel. Boobs always bring this show to a halt.
Oh, screeching halt.
I don't play it. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Whip 'em Out Wednesdays. Whip 'em Out Wednesdays.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is beautiful. Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
sorry. Wow. Girls show boobs. Boobs. I see boobs.
Yes.
He just got wowed.
Wow. Hey.
It was amazing.
That's nice. Opie and Anthony. Hey, yeah. Wow.
It's world renowned.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Wow. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Those are real. Cancel your appointment. Okay. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Wow. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Show us your findings.
Wow.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Introducing Wow for Dummies, an easy-to-follow guide to get you started with Whip 'em Out Wednesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Big, luscious, juicy one.
Step 1, get a Wow sticker.
OpieandAnthony.com.
Step 2, put said sticker on car, not under the hood. Step 3, drive around.
Please pull up next to me, honk your horn, and demand to see my tits.
Let me see those boobies.
That's so sexy.
Step 4, enjoy boobies.
God damn it, what nice tits.
Some people call them the bosom.
Oh, yes.
So ladies from all over the country, if you feel like showing us a little something.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
This message was brought to you by the cooperative staff at the Opie and Anthony program.
Opie and Anthony. XM 202.
All right, we're back. Chris Angel, Mind Freak, Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on A&E, beginning July 20th, and he's in studio now. And wow, he's impressing all of us. I guess your assistant there just set up a trick. You want to explain? Did you get mad when we call him tricks? Because I think
I don't really.
Kreskin was like, trick. What do you call him?
Basically, I mean, this would be a little. Just
mind fuck.
Mind freak. That's actually the name of the show. I wanted to call the show Mind Fuck. Yeah. But obviously, A&E was like, you can't do that. So it ended up being Mind Freak. But
I'm Bill Curtis. Join us for Mind Fuck. Can't see that happening on A&E.
Okay. All right, you got to explain for radio what just went down there.
What had happened was we had a couple of books which you examined, right?
I examined one, yeah.
All right, cool. I don't even want. You can check it out. You both pick the thing, and what we're gonna do here is just write something here. What I'm gonna do here.
Guy flipped through the pages.
Yeah, you flip through. I'm sorry, you flip through the pages. You stopped at a page, right? That you stopped at any page you wanted, and you picked the word out of the book. Am I right?
Yes. He was actually holding. He just said yell stop, and I got eager and I said stop, and then he opened up his page.
Both of us did that.
Yeah, me and Joe both.
With two separate books.
Two separate books.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to both think of. You both thought of words, right? Okay. I want you to both think of those words right now. Okay. Just visualize them in your mind. All right.
He's writing. He's writing something on an index card, Opie.
Okay, there's an S in one of you guys are thinking of an S, right?
Joseph is nodding.
Anthony is thinking of is there an A in your word somewhere?
That's
Anthony?
Jimmy.
I'm Jim.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there is. All right, Jimmy. I can't get your name, but
yeah.
Hey, at least I can laugh about it. Right?
At least
he was chomping at the bit for that one.
At least he's on.
All right, who's thinking of?
You're
thinking of submarine, right? And Jimmy's thinking of. Look at me. Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
ridiculous. That is goddamn ridiculous.
He got them both.
Yeah.
He got mine.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. Now I'm just annoyed.
Was this a book written by Jack Nicholson?
Unless submarine was on the corner of every page.
I check it out.
You're thinking of a word named Work. Jack, dull boy.
Over and over again.
I got it.
All right, thank you.
I didn't get it at first. I was really rooting for a bomb.
Oh, I know.
Damn it, that was a good shining reference.
Yeah.
Your eyes got really big. I'm like, oh, please.
Sorry about that, Anthony.
That's all right.
I'm wondering why the hell he's doing all the talking for.
Yeah. Right, well, it's Opie Anthony and some guy that comes in and just talks.
Sorry about that, dude. I listen to you guys, but I haven't seen you.
That's all good. Wow, we're really impressed.
That's all right, man.
Right.
Anything else you want to do before we...
Seen your billboards, by the way. It's pretty goddamn impressive.
Yeah. Cool.
Big billboards. I'm driving into the Midtown Tunnel coming to New York City.
You from the island?
Yeah.
What
got
part?
This big
Can
mysterious.
you say what part?
Yeah, Great Neck.
Oh, cool.
Right now.
Huntington?
Grew up in Huntington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm living in West Islip.
Oh, West Islip. I used to live in East Islip.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, and the Central Islip I used to live in. It's a little hard. It was a magic trick getting home alive every day from school.
Did you do high school in West Islip?
No, I actually went to East Meadow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to East Meadow and graduated there, and basically been living out of a suitcase ever since.
Really?
But yeah, just a lot. I try to live in like Las Vegas. I have a show that just opened at Steve Wynn's new hotel.
Wow.
Nice.
The visual effects bar, which is called La Rev. So that's playing there. I'm not in it. I just created
that place is insane.
Yeah, it's $2.6 billion.
Yeah.
A night?
No. She must be really good.
Gotta make his money back somehow.
It's every girl on the wall here.
Just that somebody could spend that much money on a hotel casino and know they're going to make their money back tells you the whole casino game right there.
Yeah, it's human
you can
nature.
spend billions and know, I'll get it back.
Yeah. Human nature. You always want more. You win $100, you want $200.
That's it.
And they play off that. That's how they had those nice chandeliers.
Yeah, nice chandeliers, right?
Yeah.
I was saying I saw your billboard. You're looking all mysterious and everything on there. Drive up and look at it. That Midtown Tunnel with the billboards, they really are going to just cause wrecks on that thing.
Sometimes.
Because most of the billboards
I know
are
what you're gonna
just
say.
girls either in their underwear or completely naked.
So why did you see me there?
Well, you're so beautiful. I thought it was a girl, and it was. You drive in there, and I swear it's going to cause an accident. Now the latest one is this girl in her underwear just laying back, and
It's
you
not
can
the
see
fat one,
everything.
right?
No, very nice.
What's going on with that billboard?
I don't see that one. What are you talking about?
They're everywhere. Someone could back me up on
Oh,
this.
is it the one?
They got chubby girls in like underwear.
Yeah, I have seen this.
And it's for like I don't know, a lotion or something.
A lotion?
To lotion up the
Rubs
body.
the lotion on the skin. It does this whenever it's told.
It's awful. You haven't seen that one yet?
Great big fat person.
No.
Anyone? Frederica Bimmel.
If I could
size 14.
Yeah.
If I could mention just one quick thing, on the 18th in Bryant Park, I'm doing. I'm going to be isolated in an air chamber, so people can come down. It's a public event. I'll be submerged in 2,000 gallons of water.
Nice.
And I have up to 33 hours to actually escape without anybody seeing me. So I'm not just going to be pulled out of there. It's actually you're going to see something that hopefully will.
How the hell are you going to do that without anyone seeing it if it's open to the public?
In the round, no less, in the middle of the park.
See, I just never get this.
So I just,
never
if
understand.
anybody wants to come down, it's I'm going in, I think, at 8 o'clock in the
I
morning.
know how they're going to do it. There's going to be a fire alarm going off, and then when we come back in, he's gonna be
Misdirection.
Yeah, he's going to be in there go.
So the 18th, Bryant Park. That's on 6th Avenue. It's where right next to HBO.
That's a great area. I love Bryant Park.
Yeah, I'll be there overnight.
Bunch of alcoholics on Thursday
5 o'clock
nights.
in the morning, man.
Jesus.
I'll be sitting in there. People will be like throwing,
Thursday happy hour. My brother invited me down there. A bunch of alcoholics all just getting hammered before they go home.
Sounds fun.
And it's actually a lot of fun.
I did comedy there once for some people eating their lunch.
You're kidding.
Yeah, it went as well as you'd think it did.
Yeah, sound like something you'd really want to do. Who's the guy in the suit, by the way?
One of my assistants, and the other one's assistants. Jennifer's another.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's the other
Like, as an assistant, like, dealing with, like, shit from, like, phone calls.
Oh, that kind of, the real assistant.
No, not like a magician.
Not
He
like
doesn't
a
wear
magician
leotards,
assistant.
dude.
I was going to look like, he doesn't look like the kind of assistant guy. Kind of looks like he could break an arm if need be, too, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Alex in New York. He claims he knows how you did the trick with the caller. You want to go down this road or no? Doesn't matter. Alex?
Yeah, what's up, boys?
Don't wreck our buzz. We think magic is real.
I don't want to call this guy out if you don't want to, but I can tell you how the 8 of diamonds trick works.
Let's keep it as our little secret, all right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
A lot of people will call in.
People call up and start doing Jimmy's punchlines. Right? That would be bad, too, for a comic. To do the punchlines, you don't want a magician secrets getting out.
Because it could just be another magician calling in, a guy who
That's the only reason I didn't want to go
there. Just be somebody who wants to be on the radio and just saying, hey, and what am I going to do? Prove to you it's not the way I do it, so I have to show you how I do it? So
it was impressive to us.
It would be funny if we said, all right, how do you do it? He goes, you read the guy's mind.
That's why I went to the call. I was hoping he was just going to come up with something stupid. Jim the biker, what's up?
What's up, guys? Well, you just got off exit 3. Pack number 2 just got off exit 3. We're on 168, trying to get out of here, trying to get down there. If I was to go the way Keith figured, probably about, 15, 20 minutes away.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Guys, it was a pleasure. We'll talk to you again soon. You know, we got to do this again, soon or next year.
All right.
It was fun. Talk to you later.
Very cool. Yeah, they did a WOW motorcycle ride all the way to Club Risqué in Philly.
We didn't check in with Andrew or Pat.
I know. We got to end the show with, like, Andrew or Pat from Menaki or well, Keith the Cop would be good, too.
Didn't you tell him to call in often, too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they called in once.
One time.
I want to know what the two fat sociopaths are talking about alone in a van.
Hoagie.
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
What's up?
I'm here at Club Risqué still, and the main pack just arrived.
All right, you see Keith the Cop?
Yes, Keith the Cop is here. He's currently walking away from me at the moment.
All right, well, we got to get Keith on the phone before we get out of here, so tell him to call the show.
Will do.
All right, it's a good crowd over there?
It's starting to be a very good crowd, yes.
All right,
It's a typical O&A crowd. All men and all look like they belong on a poster for Megan's Law.
And right now, Andrew is telling Pat what kind of tape doesn't get loose with sweat.
All right, Hoagie, we got to go to Pat from Menaki. What's up, Pat?
Hey, we just arrived at Club Risqué. The real O&A van.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So how was your ride with Andrew?
Oh, jeez. What a stuttering, muttering prick. Oh, Jesus. Hi there, Andy.
Did you learn a lot about each other?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
We decided we don't need women anymore.
Been looking at my billboards too long.
Yeah.
All right, well, should we talk to Andrew?
Yeah, throw Andrew on the phone.
Andrew's our new creation.
All righty. Here's Andrew.
He's the new spokesman for the show.
Andrew.
Hey, boys.
How was your ride to Philly?
It's kind of quick.
Yeah, it went quickly for you? I guess you had a good conversation with Pat.
Oh, of course. He's quite the conversationalist.
Yes, so are you.
I have to understand, for Andy, everything goes quick.
Hey, Andrew, did he tell you all about his hot dog eating competition at Coney Island?
Oh, yeah. He put me asleep almost.
Jesus. I love these two lunatics bashing each other. It's great.
Did you see any tits on the way down there?
Nothing. Yeah, but hopefully.
Nothing.
So no one wanted to show you their boobs, huh, Andrew?
I'm seeing the Opie Anthony truck right now. Anthony cut off. It's Opie and Ant.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
This guy's the greatest ever.
You got to see this picture.
Radio gold.
Look at this picture, Angel.
Yeah, this is who we're talking to.
This is our new creation.
If you call his answering machine, it's not his voice, it's his mother saying, Andrew can't come to the phone right now. He's biting a prostitute.
There's a picture of Andrew up on opieandanthony.com. Lots of pictures from today will be up later today, including Chris Angel's magic tricks he did in studio. Andrew.
Yes.
What was the highlight of the ride down to Philly?
For the highlight is being in front of all those motorcycles and having all the motorcycles follow us. That was incredible.
So the highlight basically was the entire trip. It was when he would hit the gas and we would proceed forward.
All right, Andrew.
You better be careful.
Right.
We may replace you with...
Hey, Andrew. Yeah. Can you come into the studio tomorrow to do news?
I'll try.
I'm dead serious. Tomorrow or Friday?
Probably Friday.
All right, let's count on that, all right?
Set it up.
Okay.
Andrew, you just show up on Friday to do the news for the Opie and Anthony show. Any final words?
Take care and have a good day.
Hey, Andrew. Tomorrow night, you're going to be down at the Rock and Roll down at the Red Lion to take pictures of us, right? The U2 band playing down there.
I'll try.
All right.
Okay.
Joe's U2 band playing Red Lion tomorrow.
Red Lion down on Bleecker Street.
Andrew,
Okay.
do you have do you have affirmations on your refrigerator that just say 500 yards from a school?
right. With that, we're going to let him go because we're running out of show here. We got to get Keith the Cop on before we get out of here. Keith!
What's up?
We only have like a minute and a half, so, fill us in here.
All right, listen, we made it. We're down here at Club Risqué, and I brought with me Stalker Patty, who seems to be the only female that I managed to make it with Showtime to the venue. But everybody is right behind us.
Great.
So, everybody, Opie Anthony!
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time for all when they all get there. And when they party rock, I hear.
About 150 people here. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some breakfast. We're going to have a couple drinks.
All right, very good. Club Risqué in Philly if you're in the area.
All right.
Any other highlights, Keith, before we get out of here?
He had Patty on his bike. There's no highlights.
Good point, Anthony. Good point.
Yeah.
That's all we get from
highlight.
Keith? That's all we get from Keith?
Nothing like it.
He drives almost 3 hours, and that's it?
Yeah, we're going to have breakfast. Click.
All right. Want to thank Chris Angel for coming in.
Guys, thank you very, very much.
Wednesdays, 10 o'clock on A&E. It starts July 20th. It's called Chris Angel Mind Freak, and I'm definitely going to watch that, man.
Sounds like it's going to be a huge hit for
you. You guys are great. I really appreciate you having me on. Thank you so very much.
Come back and see us again.
I will do that.
We're big fans, and David Blaine. To David Blaine. Thank you. There he goes. Chris Angel. Mind Freak, yes.
On A&E, right after Murder Mysteries.
And the video of some of the tricks he did will be up on opieandanthony.com later today, as well as pictures and video from the motorcycle run to Philly. Anthony.
It all began with a motorcycle trip in a van with 2 people in it. I could completely see him talking about those 2. Pat and Andy. Oh, hey, it's over.
See you tomorrow.
Program complete.